Warm in my old clothes. Warm in my old clothes. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. Yeah, we just let it roll slow. Yeah, we just let it roll slow. Candy paint shine when the light hit. Every little block got a right fit. Corner store stop for the cold drink. I'm in my zone when the whole thing sing. No hard talk, I let the face speak. No fake love, I keep the place clean. If you know me, you know I don't flex. I just glide through the set like it's no stress. Tell me you feel that breeze. Tell me you need that ease. One more lap, no rush. Let it slide, let it brush. Cruising on Melrose. Cruising on Melrose. Warm in my old clothes. Warm in my old clothes. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. Baby, stay close now. We just let it roll slow. We just let it roll slow. Let the night lean in. Let the whole block spin. I've been good with the way I move. You got that look like you know the groove. Stay right here. No fear.
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. What is up, Big Kev? Watching from Cope, South Carolina. Where is Cope at? Is that in the upstate or in the Midlands? It's not around here. I'm down in the low country. I don't think it's around here, is it? I don't know that I've ever heard of Cope, South Carolina. I've lived here my whole life. But yeah, go Tigers. Welcome everybody back to the PigskinPeete channel, by the way. It's been a while. I was looking this up the other day. I was trying to remember when I switched the midday show from this channel to my second channel. I think it was 2021. So it's been over 5 years since I've done a midday show on this channel. Over 5 years. I did 400 episodes, almost 400 episodes, 350 maybe, over on that second channel. The Monday stream I got a strike over there. So the good news is I was planning on moving the midday show back to this channel for the football season anyway. I was gonna wait till next week to do it though. But then on Monday's midday show, I got a strike and they shut me down. I can't post anything over there or live stream for at least a week. So I just went ahead and moved it back now. So here we are. What's up, Stingray? Yeah. Orangeburg. Okay, yeah. I just drove through Orangeburg on Sunday on my way to Georgia. Yeah, Orangeburg's only about, I don't know, 30 minutes from here, 40 minutes. I'm in Somerville, so it's about 30 or 40 minutes away. But anyway, it's good to be back. A lot of you don't watch this show on the other channel, so the other channel is just a backup channel anyway. That's all it is. But I do the midday show, or I've been doing the midday show on that channel because of some of the topics we talk about can get me in trouble, and I don't want to get this channel shut down right as football season's starting. So, but at least during football season, we have football to talk about. That should be just fine. Oh, also a reminder, the college football call-in show returns that I do every football season tonight. So it'll be every Wednesday night at 7:30. Yeah. I'm getting old, and so these 10 o'clock shows just don't work for me anymore. So I moved it from 10 o'clock to 7:30. We'll go from about 7:30 to 9, about a 90-minute show. And yeah, that'll be it. So if you want to call in, to the call-in show tonight, that would be great. Also, a lot of you guys know Rec Talk, the Georgia Tech fan / YouTuber. He will be hosting the show, co-hosting the call-in show with me. I don't know whether he'll be available tonight, but throughout the season he'll be there most times. I think he has something going on tonight. He's either going to be late or not show up at all. He let me know that yesterday, but anyway, during the season he'll be the co-host with me, which I need desperately on the call-in show because I have very little patience. So at least he can keep me calm. What's up, Lowdown? Get down.
Let the night come close, windows down. You know me, I keep it coast to coast. Cruising down Sepulveda.
Now, normally what I would be doing is pulling up game spreads. But that's what got me shut down on the second channel. I don't understand I really don't understand what happened because I do that all the time. And for some reason this time they gave me a strike for it. So I just don't know. So now I'm just hesitant to even do it at all, which is unfortunate. The way that YouTube works is they have approved sites when it comes to spreads and stuff like that. Now, my understanding is the two that I was looking at on Monday's show are both approved sites. So I don't really understand what the problem was. I could dispute it and all that, but it's not even worth my time to dispute it. And also, they probably won't. They never overturn anything unless you hound them. I'm not spending 8 hours a day on the internet emailing YouTube because you can't get anybody on the phone. So I just said fuck it, you know. That's where I'm coming from. What's up, Zona Man? What's up, Pete? When are you coming down to Montgomery, Alabama, so we can barbecue some steaks and baby back ribs? Well, I didn't know I was invited until now. So, what you doing next weekend? No, I'm just kidding. You know what's? I've been all over the country and you know, out of the country. I've never been to Alabama before. I've never even driven through Alabama. I don't think. Let me think real quick. No. I'm trying to remember if I drove through Alabama at all when I went down to. No, I didn't. So, whenever I come see you to barbecue, that'll be the first time I ever go to Alabama. I got two nieces that just graduated from Auburn, and another niece that just enrolled. She's a freshman at Auburn now. So, yeah. I didn't even know your girl was from Alabama. Well, I mean, or lived there. Paper bag and a smile. I was 2 blocks from my old life, but you made me stay a while. Anyway, for those of you who don't know how the Midday show works, it's pretty much an open panel. There is a StreamYard link in the description of the video, so if you feel like coming on and just chiming in and whatever conversation we're having at the time, feel free just to click that link, and if it's not a full room or you know, too many people in there, I'll let you in and let you talk. It's pretty easygoing. There's not really a lot of structure to this show. I mean, we talk about what's in the news. We talk about, obviously, sports. It's a very laid-back type of show. Okay? So, I mean, obviously, there's rules. The rules are don't be an asshole. That's pretty much it. Don't do anything stupid. Leave that up to me. Just leave the stupid stuff up to me. I'm very good at being stupid. Everybody else, just try not to be stupid and try not to be an asshole. It's pretty much that simple. So, yes. Boy, we'll get the show started here in about 60 seconds. I realized this week how much I wish. This is why I wish Clemson was in the SEC. All right, not because of all the Florida State Clemson stuff, leaving the ACC. Not because I hate the ACC. None of that. I miss going back and forth with SEC fans. Like Clemson plays a lot of SEC teams out of conference, right? Of course, they play South Carolina every year, like in-state rival. But outside of even that game, they play a lot of SEC teams, usually one a year. And those are the most fun weeks for me because SEC fans are so out of their fucking mind. I forgot how fun it is to play LSU. We hadn't played LSU since we played them in the playoffs the year they won the national title. And they are completely insane people. And I already knew that because I went to the LSU Clemson game in 2012. Was it 2012? Yeah, I think it was 2012. The Peach Bowl in Atlanta on New Year's Eve. Of course, Clemson won that game at the very end. But yeah, LSU fans are completely nuts. They might be one of the most insane fan bases on the planet, all in a good way and in a bad way. So this next week, leading up to this game, is going to be. I'm like a kid in a candy store with these guys. This is right up my wheelhouse. Fucking with LSU fans is easy and super entertaining. Just go look at my Twitter. You'll see. All right, let's get this thing started, shall we? Yes, we got our first guest, longtime guest, favorite guest. He's here every week, everybody. Give it up for your boy, Scott Kerr. What's up, Scott?
I don't know if I'm all about that, but I used to work in Montgomery. Used to work and live in Montgomery, Alabama. Worked on a radio station there, WHHY, the Amazing AM.
Is there anywhere you haven't worked?
Alabama.
Is there anywhere you haven't worked? Because it seems like you're always like anytime a city's mentioned, you're like, oh yeah, I remember I worked there back in 1982. It's like what?
Yeah, it was 7980 when I worked at WHHY. The funny thing though, because I worked late nights, I worked from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And so I'd get up kind of late and I would make lunch, like my lunch and dinner. And I would go to this, this old Southern cafeteria about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And every afternoon was former Governor George Wallace sitting there with his Secret Service having him a meal. And so it got to be where I would just walk in, I'd see him. I said, Governor, how are you, sir, today? Yeah, I'm great, son. How you doing? I'd have a conversation with him. That was a highlight of my time in Montgomery, Alabama.
Logan Presser says he's hello from Summerville, South Carolina. So he's right here with us, Scott. Logan.
Oh, it's okay.
Logan, you're not the guy from Chick-fil-A that I met the other day, are you?
Yeah, right.
No, I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-through, and the guy who was taking my order was like, "You're a YouTuber, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." Was that you, Logan? I don't know if it was or not. Anyway.
And by the way, you mentioned LSU Tigers. I just happened to went to your PigskinPeete channel because I knew you were going to do something live here. And I saw a guy named Flaming Sports Media. And he's proud that he got on with you like 10 months ago and talked about LSU.
Oh, Flaming Sports Media, yeah.
And he was drunk as a skunk, and he thought, I confronted PigskinPeete. Well, whoopity-doo, you didn't do much there. You flamed out there, Flaming Sports Media.
Yeah, I remember him. Hopefully he calls in. I hope he gets shit-faced tonight and calls into my call-in show.
You know what I missed? You mentioned Clemson being in the SEC. Clemson and Georgia used to play back, I know, a long time ago now, but Clemson and Georgia used to play every year. every season.
They played throughout the 80s. I know into the 90s.
70s,
70s,
late 60s, 70s. I can't remember what the conference was called at that time, but it was that Clemson and Georgia was in the same sort of conference.
Let's see, when did Clemson
just called Southern Conference?
Yeah,
I know that's wrong.
The SoCon probably, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't alive in the 70s. I was born in 80, and of course Clemson won the national title in 81, so I was 1 year old.
Right.
But
I always liked, Clemson and Georgia was that was a powerhouse game every year.
Yeah.
And it was always close, too, every year.
Well, Clemson is closer to UGA than it is to Columbia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I don't know how far the drive is. It's maybe an hour away from Clemson. It's not that far.
No, it's not. No.
So.
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
I want to mention one thing to you, because we always kind of go back and forth on, hey, I saw a great movie, I saw a great series. I watched a movie called Gangland last night, and the primary actor is Lou Diamond Phillips. It is the best performance Lou Diamond Phillips has done.
What's it called?
Gangland.
Gangland. Where do I watch that?
You can watch it on Prime.
Okay.
It'll cost you, I think, $6.99 for the movie, I think.
Really? You got to pay for it?
Fairly new movie, huh?
You got to pay for it?
Yeah, you got to pay for it.
Oh, shit.
But it's really good, man. I don't want to give anything away about the movie, but it's a well done movie.
I'll watch it when it comes out. I'm not paying for it. I already pay. You know how many streaming services I have? I mean,
how many do you have, Pete?
Let's list them. Okay, Netflix. Well, of course, I got Hulu is my TV streaming. Like, that's what I watch football on and everything. My TV channel.
Yeah.
I've got Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, and within Prime Video, I've got Apple TV, MGM, Paramount, Peacock, fucking HBO Max.
I'm right with you, man. There's only one that you mentioned I don't have, and that's Hulu and Apple.
Apple, listen, Apple might put the best shows out that are out right now. I'm not even lying. Like, it's worth it. It's worth it. Their original programming is right up there or better than Netflix, in my opinion.
Yeah, Netflix has really soured me as of late as far as their content.
Speaking of Netflix, the other day I watched the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and it was like #1 in the country. You know how they have like the #1 movie, #2 movie, all that each week?
What's it called?
The Last House.
The Last House.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I would normally tell everybody to stay as far away from that movie as possible, but it's so bad that I want you to watch it.
Is it a horror movie type?
I guess you would consider it a science fiction. It's the whole thing is the premise is bad.
Yeah.
The writing is bad. The acting is bad. It's just bad. I mean,
I watched a movie, and it's an older movie, and it had Matt Damon and Pedro Pascal in it. And I know I'd seen it before, but I thought, okay, I'll give it a try again. And it's called The Great Wall. Okay, The Great Wall of China. Now that is a horrible movie.
It can't be worse than The Last House. It can't be.
As far as, because they're battling these monsters, and the performance and the color of, I mean, it's so colorful and so brilliant as far as performance-wise that it kind of keeps your eye. But Matt Damon and Pedro are they're not very good in the movie. They're not very good at all. But it was a horrible movie, so that says it in itself. So
yeah, Pete, congratulations on your Bitcoin. Bitcoin. My Bitcoin is going through the roof, Scott.
Hey, look, I put money in the Bitcoin, and it is going through the roof.
Yeah, I bought my Bitcoin at 63,000. I think it's trading at 80,000 now.
Yeah,
just over the past week, it went up like $15,000.
I'm putting in about $100 every paycheck into that.
Yeah.
And I've just watched it go way up, man. Yeah.
That's a good idea for the long run. And that's the thing. I'm not planning on selling my Bitcoin. When I bought a certain amount of Bitcoin, and I'm just sitting on it for 10 years or however long. I'm not selling it. Now, if it goes crazy, I might sell a little bit of it just to pay for my Vegas trip or something. But but that's about it. Yeah, I'm sitting on it.
Same here.
It's unpredictable though. You know,
of course it is.
Last October,
it's very volatile. Yeah.
Yeah, last October, right. So almost a year ago, I guess 10 months ago, it was up to 126,000, which is the highest it's ever been.
Well, I took your recommendation and did that. Went to Robinhood and put some money in.
Yeah,
so
there you
I've
go.
been doing that, like I say, about every couple of weeks. I put $100 in it.
Yeah, you can also buy it on Cash App. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I don't use Cash App that much, but I didn't know that. No,
you can buy it on Cash App too and sell it on Cash App.
Hey, everybody! Here's Slim Shady Kane. So I'm glad you came in too, Slim, because I normally have a department head meeting on Tuesday, but they move it to Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to drop out of here in about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually off today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you, man? You better?
Yeah. I've been back at work. No, I'm good.
Good for you. Good to hear.
I got an appointment Monday at the doctor. See what that's all about.
Yes, Slim almost died.
No, I did. Good Lord.
I mean,
my wife now.
Look, you had staph infection. That's not anything to mess with.
No, that can lead to gangrene and all that mess, can it?
Yeah, and death too.
and death, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can die.
And I don't want to Slim dying without him being saved either. So I don't.
Yeah, I hope
that.
Slim. I hope you don't die before Miami wins the ACC for the first time. That would be bad.
That was saved by Jesus, one or the other. I want Jesus to save you first, and then Miami might be able to win the Natty.
Nah, I'll be all right.
Oh man. I'm just trying to get my feet wet here.
So we can't. So there is no talk of any spread of any kind on Pigskin.
No, we can talk about spreads. I brought up the website. I was showing the website on the stream.
Yeah.
But Scott, you're here pretty much every week for the midday show. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know you do.
So I don't.
So does Lou, doesn't he?
I know. I got my show shut down on Monday. And we did the Lunch Money show on Monday night, and he did the same thing I was doing on the Lunch Money show, and nothing. So I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know what. I don't know if they just randomly flag people for that kind of shit, or if they're. I don't even know the rules. That's also part of the problem is you can't get an answer from YouTube for anything when they strike you, because you can't get anybody. There's nobody on you that you can call and talk to. That's number one. Number two is even if you email them, you get an automated response. It's not a person.
Right.
So it's very unclear. And also, they don't even tell you when they email you and tell you got a strike. They don't tell you exactly what you did. It's very vague.
Yeah, Austin 3 said, was it the music? But that music came from...
They specifically mentioned gambling sites in the email, but it didn't say. I was using two different ones, and they didn't say which one was the problem, because they have approved vendors. I mean, some of these sites advertise on YouTube, so those are approved vendors, right?
Absolutely.
But as far as I know, and after talking to Lou about it especially, those two sites are both approved, so he doesn't understand why it would be a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
well, it's funny. The only while you were perusing through that Monday, I saw Charleston Southern and Georgia Southern playing. And Georgia Southern is a 25.5 point favorite. I might just take Charleston Southern on that bet.
I don't know anything about Georgia Southern. So
they originally were coached by Herc Russell, former defensive coordinator for Georgia, and he brought them right to the national title like the first year that he coached them. And then they've always had a pretty good team. They had a wishbone offense for a number of years. And no, I don't know anything about them either. I don't even know who coaches them or what.
Yeah.
But normally in their conference, they're pretty stout team. Yeah.
Jackpot says I got a copyright strike several years ago, and they told me it actually told him who it was that reported him. It was SEC Mike. I remember SEC Mike. I guess it's possible that somebody who doesn't like me, said reported me. My stream because I was showing sites and and YouTube didn't even look into it. They just struck me, That's very possible. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how that. I've never reported anybody for anything, so I don't know how that works.
Right. Well, I've been taken off many times on Facebook for a political view, and I go, what? What did I say or do?
Yeah, it's weird. That's also weird because people go on there and say the most heinous shit and nothing happens to them. And then it's like, fuck my neighbor for putting their trash in my yard, and they'll take you off Facebook for that. That's the reason I'm not on Facebook. Well, there's a lot of reasons I'm not on Facebook. That's one of them.
Well, they took me off where I couldn't do certain things because I had a guy that's from my hometown in Georgia had put up the Coca-Cola Balling Company plant up there and put a picture up, an AI image of the picture. And I gave an old memory as a kid that I used to go to that plant as a kid in the summer, me and a bunch of other guys, and go in, and they would literally pull off a Coke off the rack as it's going through one of them 6.5 ounce Coca-Colas. But I said 6.5 ounce Cokes, and they thought I was talking about cocaine. I'm like, what? I'm like, good Lord, man.
I do know on Twitter. See, I've never been kicked off Twitter. I had my account hacked one time. But like a couple of months ago, but I've never been kicked off there. Lou lost his whole Twitter page. He had to start a new one.
Really?
Yeah, because they kicked him off. I don't know what he said. I forget what he made a post about something, and they just took his whole Twitter page away.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even like a suspension. They just said it's gone. He had to start a new one.
That's when he was going back and forth with Texas Tech fans.
Oh, what did he say? I wish he was. I don't know if he's listening now. I wonder exactly what he said that got him kicked off. He might not even know because you know how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, if you say something like that they, I guess, purport as violence, then they'll kick you off fast, man.
Oh, it has something to do with Islam? Somebody said.
He mentioned Islam?
I don't know. Maybe they might have like a Muslim player he was making fun of or something. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, I like the name Low Down Get Down. That sounds like a great band name, man. The Low Down Get Down.
What's up, Arimita? Boy, it's weird because doing the midday show on the other channel all these years, it's the same people I see every week. And when you come back over to this channel, it's a totally different group of people. And now I'm glad they're all here, but it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody's happy for you to be back on this channel, especially with football season coming up and all that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense really for me to be doing it on the other channel. I mean, as long as I don't have Vic read the news, I should be fine. That's what started this whole mess.
You got kicked off because Vic read the news?
Yeah,
Really?
because when I used to do the midday show, 6-7 years ago, it was on this channel. And then you remember I used to do the news segment every week?
Oh yeah, okay.
And so one day Vic came on and he was like, or he contacted me before the show. He said, "Hey, what would be funny is if you have me read the news," because Vic's funny when he reads things, when he talks too. Right. I said, "That sounds amazing. You come on and read the news." So he came on and read the news, and this was during COVID, of course. And he read a news story about the COVID vaccine having microchips in it or something that track people, and they gave me a strike for that.
That's when the Fuhrer Joe Biden was running our country.
They said I was. Listen to this, Scott. They said my show was spreading medical misinformation. I said, all we were doing was reading Yahoo News, and we were laughing at how stupid the news story was. We weren't even, we weren't the ones saying it. We were reading a news story.
Right.
Well, and that just proves nobody's actually watching this crap when they do it. It's all the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. See, at that time, you couldn't really talk about the Rona without them looking into you. That's exactly what happened. You're right. Of course, I think things have changed now. At least, hopefully, they have. Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Thank you, Jay, for the super chat. First midday super chat. Yeah, first midday super chat in probably 6 years.
Really?
Yeah, because the other channel's not monetized. Can't even send a super chat over there.
Well, with that.
But thanks, Jay. I'll make sure next time we're in Vegas, I'll put that $5 you just gave me on what's your number? 2?
I'm playing roulette. I'm going to play red and 1 through 18. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay's fun to play roulette with. Because you know how they have at the end of the roulette table, they have you can see all the stuff, the last 20 spins. You can see all the numbers. Mm-hmm. Right. So Jay looks at that like he's like a beautiful mind guy. And he's trying to find a pattern and shit, Well, red's due, or this number's due. This number hadn't hit in 100 spins. It's like, Jay, it's just so random.
It's a spinning wheel.
It's a spinning wheel. There is no such thing as something's due. There is not.
Yeah, that's. I was a one-upper, as Jay said. I just upped it.
Oh yeah,
and then spelled wrong. Well, here you go.
Well, that's how you should say it. Here
you go.
You do live in South Carolina now for a while, so that's kind of how they talk down here.
Well, here you go. Here you go.
I guess I'll like a South Carolinian, I'll say thank you.
Oh, I have a guy that I argue with that lives in New York, and he's always talking about, why don't you go to your Cracker Barrel and, eat your chicken and dumplings. He said, we'll just have fine dining up here in New York. And I had to let him know that, I said, the South is now the biggest economic force in the country.
Not to mention...
And secondly, I don't think there's much fine dining going on in New York.
Well, I don't think people even know. You can look it up. Charleston's one of the top 5 food cities in the entire country.
Right.
So,
right.
And now, if you go to Conway, that might be, you're not going to have great food there probably. But Charleston is, people travel from around the world to eat here. So,
right.
They just don't know that. Who was it? Vandy Dandy, who is half retarded. I was talking about how I was at Hall's eating A5 Wagyu beef one time. And he was like, they don't have Wagyu in Charleston, in South Carolina. He didn't say Charleston, he said South Carolina. I was like, are you kidding me? What?
Really? There was a Wagyu Japanese restaurant off of Ashley Foster.
Yeah, he's trying to tell me it's not real. I'm like, buddy, have you been to Hall's? Now, the funny thing was he was pumping up Nashville. I've been to Nashville. It ain't near as the food scene there is not near as good as Charleston. It's not even close.
Absolutely not.
Also, second of all, they just opened a Hall's in Nashville a couple of years ago.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, listen, Nashville's great, but Nashville isn't even the biggest food scene in the state of Tennessee.
Exactly. Yeah, Memphis is.
Yes. Right. Absolutely. Barbecue in Memphis. Yep. But you're right. The whole palette of restaurants downtown, especially, is amazing.
Yeah, just not just downtown mainly, but also all the city of Charleston, James Island, West Ashley. James Island's a big one too.
Yep. And Somerville's got some pretty good restaurants. And,
oh yeah.
I mean, look, the Ice House, they have phenomenal food at the Ice House.
I'm telling you, the best restaurant. I'll tell you the best restaurant in probably all of Charleston is not one that you would think of. It's Page's Okra Grill. Have you ever been there?
Mine is Magnolia's, but what's yours?
Page's. And
I love Page's. Oh gosh, yeah.
And there's one right here in Somerville. Have you been to that one?
I have not.
Let me tell you something.
I used to go to the one in Mount Pleasant all the time.
It's first of all, it's huge, but they're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they're open from like 8 or 9 in the morning till midnight or so, right? Yeah. Anytime that you go there, it doesn't matter what time, morning, afternoon, evening. They probably have 300 parking spots in that fucking restaurant. You can't find a parking spot. It's every time you go there, it's packed. Yeah. All day, 7 days a week.
Well, I knew the daughter of the Page family. She used to be a butcher at one of the New York butcher shops. Very attractive gal, very nice, all that. And then I found out she's a Page because I saw her in Page's Okra Grill in Mount Pleasant. And their son used to play for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Used to play, I want to say defensive linebacker or something like that, but got beat up with his shoulder or something and, bowed out. But,
here's the other thing about Page's, too. The menu is huge, and it's not expensive. Like, in other words, like Hall's is expensive. If you want to go get a steak at Hall's, it's this $80 steak or more, right?
Yeah.
If you go on a date with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, and you get a couple of glasses of wine and a steak, like you're not getting out of there from under $250 total, right? You can go to Page's. Everything is inexpensive. I mean, their entrees are like $15 to $20.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of food.
And it's a really fresh food.
Yeah,
too.
it's good. It's great. It's the best, probably, as far as like the best food for your money. I've never eaten anywhere that even comes close. That's why it's packed all the time.
I agree. I know. I understand that. It was packed. They took the old Alex's in Mount Pleasant and made that a Page's, and it just wasn't big enough to hold the amount of people who would be in there.
Yeah. Do you know that Paige, I think she was an attorney, and she started that restaurant. She started the restaurant as a food truck in Charleston.
Well, she also owned the, I want to say an antique warehouse in Mount Pleasant, too.
I think maybe that's right, yeah.
Yeah, they own that.
But now she's got, I don't know, how many Pages are there? There's at least 4 or 5 just in Charleston. Now there's one in Mount Pleasant, there's one in Somerville, there's one downtown, there's one, I believe, in West Ashley.
I didn't know there was one downtown or in West Ashley. Yeah. But that's cool. That's good. Good for them. Because they do pretty, you're right, they produce great food.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's great. What's up, Go Dogs 1994? Joey Dodd wants to know, do I think that Clemson is going to beat Georgia Tech? Listen, I need to see both of those teams play before I can even make an educated guess on that. I just haven't. I don't know if Clemson's going to come out there and look like complete dog shit, or if they're going to look, better than they have in 3 or 4 years. I think both of those are a possibility, to be honest with you. So, and with all the changes at Georgia Tech, I have no idea what. Like, those are 2 of the most unknown teams in the ACC, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, everything I've read and everything, all the talking heads out there and everything that's being said. Sorry. That Georgia's got a chance in the Natty this year.
Well, they've always got a chance until we're proven different. I mean, they're always there at the end. Yeah. But
I think they're going to have a very stout defense. I think their offense is going to be nuclear. I think they're going to do very well this year. So we'll, it's football, okay, and it's college football. So
listen, they're going to do well, but the Simpsons predicted Miami to win the national title. Everybody else is fighting for second place.
Well, if they predicted
it, Simpsons predicted it, then you got a good line then there.
Yeah.
Hey, I put a $200 futures. I put a $200 futures bet on it.
What was the line?
Oh.
I mean, what? Not the line, the odds.
Hang on, let me look it up.
It's probably at least plus 400, I would think.
The Simpsons are like Nostradamus. I mean, they predicted a lot of stuff.
I would say it's probably around plus 400, plus 500, if I had to guess. And I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
He's going to let us know here in a minute, though. I would pull it up, but I'm, you know.
Well, I use Caesars, and they're at 550. So
okay,
you're close.
So you put 200 on that. You win about 1,100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking odds. Georgia currently sits at plus 800 and 900 odds to win the football net.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that means 100 to win 9.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
What's Clemson's odds? Plus 5,000?
Let's look. Oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
I bet you it's over 1,000.
Well, you know what? You hit it the nail on the head there.
Yeah. See?
5,000 to 13,000.
See, you think I'm kidding? 5,000.
Man.
Wow.
Hog 100 in, win 5,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That sounds like a pretty good return to me. I don't know.
I know.
Or it could just be a complete waste of $100.
That too.
Hoghead, thank you for the super chat. As a Vol, I'm very concerned about Georgia Tech. That running back from Michigan is going to be a huge problem.
Guys, I gotta go.
All right.
Have a great Wednesday, and Pete, let's go have some lunch again. Okay.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Okay, man.
All right, man. See you later.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
So he's Hoghead's talking about the running back transfer from Michigan to Georgia Tech. What's that guy's name? Do you know what it is, Slim? I can't remember what his name is. If Rec Talk was here, he'd tell us. But yeah. I just I don't really know what to think about the quarterback situation at Georgia. And they lost their starting quarterback and their backup quarterback.
Well, and I'm not disagreeing with you about Georgia Tech, but I also think Tennessee has got a whole lot more to worry about than just Georgia Tech.
Well, yeah.
I think Tennessee's going to struggle to make a bowl game.
Oh, yeah, Justice Haynes. Thank you. That's his name. Yeah, he is good. He is a problem. I mean, I would expect Georgia Tech to be he might be the best running back in the ACC. I mean, at least on paper. I don't know. Well, the one from your guy too is also he's. Yeah,
I'm about to say. Well, and I'd actually even take it a step farther. I was talking to somebody about this. I don't remember who it was. Miami's arguably going to have one of the best running back rooms in the country.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. They were good last year.
Yeah.
Also, one of the best wide receiver rooms in the country. I mean, Miami's offense is, and then when you add Mensa to the mix, Miami they might be. Well, I'll go ahead and say this: they'll definitely be a top 5 offense in the nation. They might be the best when it's all said and done. Of course, that depends on injuries and all that kind of other shit that we can't predict from now till week 10 or whatever. But I mean, yeah, they're loaded, man. Offensive line, running back, wide receivers. I don't know what the tight end situation is like. You could probably tell me about that. But and then when you add Mensa to the mix, I mean, they might be averaging 40 points a game or more. I'm not even kidding. I mean,
well, and listen, their front seven is obviously going to take a hit. You don't lose the kind of people that they did without it. But that's where I think Mario did really good as far as transfers. And I think that front seven's still going to be okay. So that defense, not as good as last year, but it's still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. I know you had that freshman wide receiver. What's his name?
Malachi Tony.
Yeah, Malachi Tony. So obviously he's still there. What'd you lose on the wide receivers to the NFL last year?
We lost Daniels, that LSU transfer.
Yeah.
He was that one that had that highlight reel one-handed touchdown catch against Notre Dame.
Yeah. It was like the OBJ type catch.
Yeah. He was really the biggest contributor as far as wide receivers that moved on to the NFL. And he was. I know he missed 3 or 4 games from injury last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't even near the most productive. So pretty much all the most productive receivers are returning, plus whatever you got out of the portal and recruited.
Right, exactly.
So,
yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Miami's going to be. I'll tell you what. If you don't win the ACC this year, dude, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you ever will if you don't win it this year. Well, first of all, the way that we do the championship game is retarded. I mean, Miami was clearly the best team in the ACC last year. I know Duke won it, but Miami was the best team.
That
in the
honestly
ACC
could be like the ACC playing 4D chess. Like, I could honestly see an argument being made for them trying to get multiple teams into the playoffs by holding Miami out of it with those weird rules.
Well, I don't know about that.
I wouldn't put anything past these conferences at this point. I really wouldn't.
Pete, do you think our boy Dave gets fired? Are you talking about Dave Dorn? Do I think he gets fired this year? There would be no reason for me to believe that he's ever getting fired. I mean, he should have been fired 10 years ago. He's still there, so no. I mean, unless they go 2-10, they might fire him then. But NC State, what they'll do is they'll hang around. They'll win a couple of games they shouldn't. They'll win 7 games, make a bowl, and Dave Dorn will be there next year. I mean, that's pretty much what's been happening for the past decade. I mean, a couple of years he's had 9 wins, but that's it. I don't even has Dave Dorn ever had a 10-win season? I don't think he has. I don't think he's had a single 10-win season.
I don't think he's ever beaten Miami either.
He's had either 1 or 2 9-win seasons. I know that. And that's when and of course that solidifies them there for another 2 or 3 years because they win 9 games. They're ecstatic. But no, I don't think he's getting fired. I also don't believe they're going to be very good. Now, I do like their quarterback, CJ Bailey. He is good, but the rest of the team ain't. So, I mean,
Now, here's a question. Would your hate for NC State subside with Dave Dorn being gone? Because that's where the majority of your hate.
The majority of my hate is with Dave Dorn. Yes, but I also do hate NC State and their fans and the city they're in and the university. So to answer your question, it would subside a little bit. Also, it would depend on who they replaced him with, because they might replace. But NC State's dumb enough; they'll fire Dave Dorn eventually because he doesn't win anything, and then they'll replace him with somebody even worse and dumber than him. So then I can just get back to hating him on a level 11 again. So
I mean, listen, they can hire somebody dumber that's not as bad. I mean, you can hire, like Dan Mullen is probably legitimately dumber. But Dan Mullen is not screaming and yelling at retarded kids.
Yeah, see, exactly. And here's the thing. So that's a good point. Actually, if I were NC State, I would be trying to hire Dan Mullen. And here's the thing. I don't hate Dan Mullen. I actually kind of like him. You remember after he was at Florida, before he took the UNLV job, he had a TV job. I can't remember. Was it on ESPN or Fox? I can't remember.
I think it was ESPN.
Yeah, I think it was ESPN. I liked listening to him talk about football.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. And also, to me, Dan Mullen, he was kind of a clown when he was at Florida, but he was kind of put in a weird situation at Florida. I mean, he won a lot of games there. And I don't know. I don't hate Dan Mullen. I mean,
Dan Mullen's the best coach Florida's had in the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, and they fired him. Oh man, what's his name that won the East?
I mean, that's
Kept winning. He won the East 2 out of 3 years, and then they fired him because he didn't win it 1 year. The shark.
Oh shit!
The shark. The shark humper.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
He's at one of the directional schools in Michigan now. Damn,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah, he's like at Eastern Michigan or something. Come on, chat, come through. I'm having a brain fart here. The guy before Mullen, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know Jackpot knows. I'm bad with names. I think Danny Dimes comes to Columbia whenever Beamer gets fired. Oh, no, don't say that. So Jackpot, no, not Mullen. Jackpot thinks that Dan Mullen's going to go to South Carolina. Jim McElwain. That's it. That's who it was.
That was it.
Yeah. Spank Mapleton says McElween. Yeah, McElwain. Now that would be an interesting hire. Also, if I'm being honest, that would be a good hire for South Carolina. If South Carolina could land Dan Mullen, that would be a good hire for them, I think. Well, we already know he's better than Beamer. That's not. I mean, there's no question about that.
Here you go. You're gonna get the damn South Carolina fans riled up.
I mean, even they listen. I know Jackpot's high on South Carolina this year, and whatever. But
no, I think Jackpot's just high.
Well, maybe that's true too. But even he doesn't like Shane Beamer. Like, it's obvious that Jackpot doesn't like Shane Beamer. So, if you heard his explanation the other night on the college football, whatever you want to call it, show that Traveling Fools did, it was who was on there?
Yeah, I listened to that.
Jackpot, Lou. I was out of town. I listened to a little bit of it, but Jackpot,
Rex,
Lou,
C-Dog.
Rex, Sea-Dog, and I think LW was on there. And Jackpot was high on South Carolina this year. But in the same breath, he said he can't stand Shane Beamer. His whole explanation was, I can't summarize it in one. If I'm going to summarize it in one word or one phrase, basically what he said was, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. That's kind of his reasoning about the way he feels about South Carolina this year. Now,
yeah, but he was talking about South Carolina like winning the SEC, which is about as brain dead of a take as you can get.
I must have missed that part. I didn't hear that part. No, that's not happening.
No,
The
not
best,
even close.
the best case scenario for me, as a South Carolina hater, is that South Carolina wins 8 or 9 games this year, and they fucking keep Shane Beamer around. Like that, I want them to keep him. He's pure entertainment. Shane Beamer is. So I hope he stays there forever. Plus, I don't believe he'll ever win anything of meaning. So that's another reason I want him to keep him there. So wouldn't that just be the greatest thing if they won 9 games and like that gave him like a fucking raise or something, you know?
I get it, and you know, as much as I think it would be funny if, I think it's absolutely hilarious if Florida State gave Mike Norvell an extension. Actually, part of me wants Florida State to be good again. Because, you know, that's what I grew up with was, you know, Miami and Florida State, the winner of that game playing for the national title basically every year.
Oh, my God. Did you see Steve Spurrier, what he said about Florida State? It's the same thing that I said on the Lunch Money show the other night. And I just saw this yesterday. I don't know what. He was on some podcast somewhere. I don't even know what it was. It just came across my Twitter feed, and I clicked on it. He was like, yeah, that team up there in Tallahassee, man, they're down bad, man. They just can't afford to fire their coach. They need to, but they just can't afford to do it. He's talking shit. I mean, he's not even coaching anymore, you know, and he's still talking shit about Florida State. And you know what? What he said is right, too. I mean, I know it's shit talking, but I guarantee you Steve Spurrier knows more about what's going on behind the scenes at Florida State than me and you do.
Oh, guaranteed.
And so he's just airing their dirty laundry out. Like, yeah, they want to get rid of this guy. They just can't. They can't come up with the money. Oh, boy.
Bobby Bowden is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah. He's not wrong, though. Lou's theory was he said that he heard, I guess, rumors that the reason they can't fire Norvell is because they're saving money to try to buy their way out of the ACC. And so they're trying to choose between leaving the ACC and firing Mike Norvell. And they're choosing to save their money to leave the ACC. I personally don't believe that.
I don't believe it either, and here's why. Like, everybody keeps talking about the ACC is going to be the next conference pillaged. If it's as bad as everybody says it is, why would you want to leave? A team like a program like Florida State, a program like Clemson, a program like Miami, you've got a guaranteed bid to the playoffs. You should have a cakewalk into the playoffs every year. Why would you want to leave that?
I know that's the national narrative that the ACC is terrible and any good team should cakewalk their way into the playoffs. I think the ACC is more competitive than people are letting on. I mean, I'm not saying they're the best conference or anything like that. Okay, all I'm saying is there's a lot of competitive teams in the ACC. So just look at Miami, for example. They were clearly the best team in the ACC last year. Still didn't win the conference. It's a competitive league. So. But
well, no, obviously the Big 12 has been the worst conference for many years at this point.
Yeah, I believe that too, but that's not the national narrative.
No, it's not the narrative, and it really doesn't make sense. It's kind of like the way they blow up the SEC. Like, the SEC went on a great run, but you go back before because I'm not, 5 minutes old. I remember football before the early 2000s, and the SEC was like the third best conference. Yeah. You go back to the majority of the 90s, and the Big East was a better conference top to bottom than the SEC.
Now, if you look at just facts, not projection or what you read on Twitter or Facebook, the fact of the matter is ACC has more playoff wins than every other conference except for the SEC. And the playoffs started, 12 years ago.
And I realize hypothetical matchups are great, but in actual matchups, fucking year after year, ACC just stacking up wins against the SEC.
Yeah, well, they had a winning record against the SEC last year over, 13 games?
Yeah.
So.
Well, Miami was responsible for, 3 of those by themselves?
I guess. Clemson beat South Carolina.
Well, Miami beat Florida, Miami beat Ole Miss, and Miami beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, you had 3 of them. And, of course, Miami went on to the national title game and they almost won it. Almost doesn't count, but they did almost. It was a hell of a game. So the runner-up in the national title was an ACC team.
That's why I wasn't even mad about it. Like, that was such a good game, and it really just come down to that blocked punt that... Yeah, it sucks not to win it, but I'm also not one of those people that think, well, your season's a waste if you don't win a national title.
The SEC does not want Florida State. Now, I don't know if that's true or not.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
I think they probably would want them. But the thing is, there's not much room left in the SEC for that many. They might be able to add 2 more. That would be it, I think. Unless you're talking about having a conference with over 20 teams, which I just don't.
And fucking Congress is fixing to put a cap on that.
Are they?
Yeah, that's one of the things that's in that college football bills. They're going to put a cap on how many teams can be in a conference. I think they're going to cap it at 19, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Which means I don't even know how they're going to do that when the ACC is concerned.
Why do they care? I'm just trying to think. We've got a lot of problems in this country. Why are they focused on how many teams are in a college football conference? Is there some sort of legal reason for that I'm missing here?
I don't know. They probably because Nick Saban said so, because he went and spoke before Congress.
Yeah. Boy, you know what he should do? He should run for office. He'd win.
Well, yeah, who was it? Was it Tommy
Tuberville?
One in Alabama?
Yeah, Tuberville, yeah.
Yeah.
Saban could, too. I mean, at the very least, he could be mayor of Tuscaloosa. At the very least.
Oh, listen, that motherfucker would win the governor's race hands down.
Oh, yeah, governor. Yeah, there you go. That's even better than mayor. That's right. Yeah, he can run the whole state of Alabama.
Yeah, then he can sit there and have breakfast with George Wallace and Scott Kerr. Oh, wait, he's dead now, isn't he? Not bad.
Yeah, Saban don't want those problems.
Shit, no.
No, he's enjoying himself. I would do exactly what Saban's doing. If I had that money and that sort of cachet, like, he's living the life right now. Why would you want to be a politician?
Why he's doing game day. Like, he is obviously annoyed by Pat McAfee.
I mean, look.
I mean, how many times on the set of game day does he roll his eyes at some of the shit Pat McAfee?
Yeah, but so he gets to travel once a week and get paid a bunch of money to talk football for 2 hours. Like, that's not really that bad. Also, he's married. He wants to get away from the old lady a couple days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, whenever he goes, he's probably got a girlfriend in every fucking town they go to.
Saban? No, man. Yeah.
I guarantee it.
He might have to have some Blue Chew then. I don't know.
Listen, he can afford 20 of it. He's getting that Blue Chew Gold.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be on game day. He'll be like Lee Corso. He'll be on there till he's fucking dead, basically. Because, he said it on the air. He was like, yeah, I was out of football for a year and a half or whatever. And he's like, I'm home all day with my wife, and all she's having me doing is fucking chores and, fix this, fix that, do this, do that. And he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Well, look at Joe Paterno. He sat at the house for 6 months and
died. Yeah. Oh, man. Gonna see schools doing the Gonzaga thing and just axing athletic programs wholesale. Probably not any power conference teams.
Yeah, like UAB may cancel their athletic program.
Yeah. Lee Corso lives close to you. Well, it doesn't surprise me that Lee Corso lives in Florida, because that's where everybody moves when they retire and they're 90 years old.
Fucking A, right?
Yeah. SMU doesn't have a baseball team? I did not know that. I think it's weird that the SEC doesn't have men's soccer. I think they're the only conference, like major conference, that doesn't.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know where Lake Mary is. Where does Nick live? What part of Florida does he live in?
Oh, fucking God. Don't get me the line. I don't know.
Yeah, Nick. I know he's told me before. I just forget.
Oh, wait. You talking about Nick D? I think he's in old Volusia County. So that'd be Daytona.
Daytona.
Area.
Yeah, that's what he said. Okay.
Speaking of Volusia, when they gonna let him out of the concentration camp?
He called in last week, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
He must have got one of them cell phones snuck in somebody's prison pocket.
No, so it's like I told you, his work schedule changed. So it's 12-hour difference between here and China. So when I do the midday show at 11, it's 11 p.m. there. So, and if we stay on till 1, he's on till 1 a.m. He basically said he's in bed by 10 o'clock. So.
I mean, that's fine. Guess what? I've sat up till 1 a.m. on days I have to go to work plenty of times because it's college football.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds good, but I'm pushing narratives and he's in a concentration camp.
He got a new job. Well, I don't know if he had a new job or he's still doing sports writing for the English part of the Chinese newspaper, if that makes any sense. But yeah, he said that I guess the week before last he he sat down and did an interview with Yao Ming. You know, the 8-foot tall China guy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He makes Uncle Lou's shirts in China. No.
Yeah, he's on that factory line making them Team Assholes hats.
I think Volusia's wife got mad at him too, because here's the other thing he said. He quit drinking, but he didn't quit drinking completely, but he quit drinking at home because, you know, every time he called in, he was like shit-faced. And we could hear his wife yelling at him in the background because it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning and he's yelling about fucking Clemson's quarterback or something, and he's hammered. We could hear her yelling at him in the background. So he quit doing that. So that might be another reason he's not calling in. His wife's probably like, you need to stop getting drunk and calling into the United States at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning on YouTube.
She probably also heard me bad-mouthing China and didn't like it. Hey, lady, don't live in such a shit country and it'll be all right.
Yeah. Boy. What's up, Hairy Leg? Oh, let's go. Is it Hairy Leg or Hairy Leg? Yeah, I just call him Hairy Leg because it sounds funnier. Bless Coach.
I prefer shaved leg.
I wonder if they're gonna like bring Corso back for like one special show and like, you know, like he could sit in for the one show. I don't know. He might just be so far gone right now he can't even be on camera. You know, I mean, I feel like
I'm about to say, please don't. Let's not. Like I was lobbying for Corso to go home 5 years before he did.
Well, I think everybody was. But yeah.
Well, I say we make Saban really uncomfortable and have him start doing the headgear picks.
No, I think that's retired. There was a rumor going around a couple of weeks ago that Pat McAfee was going to start doing it. People got really upset, and then he came on his show and said that was never even discussed. It's just a rumor. So I think that's
good. I think that's something that needs to go with Lee.
Yeah, nobody else should be doing that. Yeah, I mean, Pat's got his own thing. He likes to take his shirt off. Every week he takes his shirt off for some reason, which is weird.
And he seems to wear a bigger belt buckle every week.
Yeah, the belt buckle too. I don't mind the belt buckle, but I think the taking your shirt off thing is weird. It's like, bro, all right, if you want to stand up on a chair and you know, lead a chant to the crowd, I'm okay, that's fine. But do you really have to take your shirt off to do it? No. I mean, 95% of the people that watch College Game Day are men, not women. If it was The View, okay, take your shirt off every show. But nobody wants to see your nipples every week, buddy. Okay?
Yeah, I second that motion. I'd be completely fine if Pat McAfee never takes his shirt off again.
Yeah, I third that motion.
Yeah. McAfee is a gimmick. Well, his gimmick is his gimmick, and that's kind of why he's successful. It works.
I also don't think it's necessarily a gimmick. Like, I think most kickers are just weird.
I think he's an interesting guy. I don't have any problem with Pat McAfee. I mean,
well, I don't have any problems with him. I don't mean weird in a derogatory sense. But
yeah,
like, of all the personalities that you're going to have on a football team, like the kickers are going to be the weird ones.
I'll tell you what I like about Pat McAfee is he just doesn't give a fuck. So I do respect that. But that's kind of what makes this whole thing work, is the fact that he doesn't give a fuck. So I don't know. It's weird. People either really like him or just can't stand him altogether. He's weird that way. I'm sort of agnostic to it. I think he's fine. I don't listen to the Pat McAfee show because it's not because I don't like Pat McAfee or anybody he has on the show. It's mainly because half of the shit or more than half of the shit he discusses on his show, I have no interest in. So, I mean, he doesn't just talk. If he just talked about college football like the way that Josh Peete does, I probably would listen to Pat McAfee show more. But, you know, they talk about everything. And most of that stuff I just don't have any interest in. So that's really the main reason I don't watch it. Not because I don't like him.
Yeah, like I'll watch clips from it. Like he did he did an interview a week or two ago with Mario Cristobal. It was like 20, 25 minutes. I watched that.
Yeah, I like whenever he has Aaron Rodgers on. He used to do, I don't know if they still do it, somebody could correct me, but he used to do, and this is during the football season only, not during the off season, so that's probably the reason I haven't seen it lately. But Aaron Rodgers would come on, I think it was every Monday. So he NFL games are played on Sunday, we all know that. Maybe it wasn't Monday, it was either Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers had a specific day that he came on for like an hour every single week during the football season.
High as a fucking kite on shrooms.
No, stop.
He was on that ayahuasca. Yeah.
But I know people feel a certain way about Aaron Rodgers too. He's another one that's polarizing, that people either love him or hate him. I like listening to Aaron Rodgers talk. I actually like Aaron Rodgers. He's one of my favorite people in the NFL. Actually,
yeah, me too. Yeah.
I don't know why people hate him so much, but
yeah, I don't get that. I mean, he could be kind of a crybaby when it comes to football shit, but outside of that,
yeah, he has Rich Rod on all the time. Rich Rodriguez? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Of course, his co-host is what's his name? AJ Hawk, the former Green Bay Packer, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Rich Rod, if I was looking for a head coach, considering the track record, I'd be looking, as long as they're from the state of West Virginia, I'd go with him.
So, you cut out a little bit. What, say that again?
Oh, hang on. Shit.
No, I can hear you now. You cut out for a second, so I missed part of what you said.
I said, yeah, somebody was trying to call me.
Oh, okay.
I said, speaking of Rich Rod, I said if I was looking for a coach considering a track record, I'd look for a guy from the state of West Virginia.
Okay.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, Slim. Do you know a guy from West Virginia has a national championship that's currently not coaching right now? I do.
Yeah.
What's his name, Vic?
Mm-hmm.
Nick Saban.
Well, I think it's Saban. Yeah.
Well, then there's two.
And Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo Fisher. That's the one I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Saban's done for real. I think he's just done.
Okay.
Saban's done.
But I could see Jimbo Fisher coming back somewhere, and that would be a perfect. I mean, come on, Jimbo Fisher. He looks like he belongs in a West Virginia shirt and hat, doesn't he?
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying hire him at West Virginia, but I mean, we just named two, but Bobby Bowden is from the state of West Virginia as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's three potentially Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah.
I think Jimbo's the perfect fit there. If I were West Virginia, I'd be doing everything I could to get him to come there, honestly. And I don't even really like Jimbo Fisher that much. And he's another guy. Talk about being on the radio and on TV. I'm trying to remember the show now. There's a show on ESPNU on satellite radio on Sirius, right? Sirius XM. It's a weekly show. Fuck is the name of that show? I used to listen to it religiously every day. It comes on at 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, they did a weekly. He still might do it. I don't know. A weekly segment with Jimbo Fisher, where Jimbo Fisher just kind of talks about whatever's in the news in college football that week or whatever. And I enjoyed it. Like, I'm not a huge Jimbo Fisher fan necessarily, but he's funny to listen to. He talks real fast, and he's got that accent, and he's got some sort of weird like angles on things that most people wouldn't even pick up on unless he was the one that was saying it. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but I was thoroughly entertained just listening to him talk about college football.
I liked a lot of his commentary since he's been on ACC Network.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. He's from Florida State, and I should hate him. I don't particularly hate Jimbo Fisher, but I do also think that Jimbo Fisher kind of proves Lou's point, and this is a point that, you know, I've agreed with even before he said it, that Jimbo Fisher is a perfect example of it's not just the coach, it's also location and timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw it. Jimbo Fisher never came close to replicating his success at Florida State when he was at A&M.
No, I do think he had a harder road at A&M than he did when he was at Florida. Like you said, timing was everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't really that much competition in the ACC at that time, and also he was. Listen, let's be honest. He was a very good recruiter, and also I think he was a very good play caller. Which I don't know. There's a lot of allegations, especially from Miami fans and Florida fans and stuff. You know, other rivals of Florida State that, you know, he was cheating and paying players, and I don't know if any of that's true. I think there was a lot of that going on.
Miami cheated and paid players too.
Yeah,
that's like, just because it's legal now doesn't mean it wasn't happening beforehand. If you think Nick Saban didn't either, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, you remember that press conference where Jimbo tore into Saban.
Yeah.
That was funny. You start talking about him being the czar of college football.
One of the funniest things that Jimbo Fisher did after the whole Lane Kiffin Ole Miss debacle, when he laid into Lane Kiffin after that right on air. I think it was during the playoffs. Actually, he was doing the pregame show at one of the playoff games, and he laid into Lane Kiffin.
I think it was the Miami Ole Miss game.
I think it was. Yeah, that would make sense.
Listen, I'm Lane Kiffin's another one. Like, I'm not saying I don't understand where the hype has come from. I'm not. But today, what is this? This is August 26th. Today, Mario Cristobal is a more accomplished head coach than Lane Kiffin, and all I hear is how he's a 5-star dummy.
Yeah.
Like, me and Lou got in that conversation, I think it was on one of his call-in shows like a week or two ago. Like, the internet's still full of people that say Mario Cristobal is a fucking idiot.
I don't think he's clearly not an idiot. He's obviously a great coach. I think he's made some questionable decisions in big games. I mean, even you won't disagree with that, but...
But name me a coach that hasn't.
Sure.
It's not 2022. We could laugh at Mario when it was 2022.
Well, I can tell you this for an absolute fact. Not having a dog in the fight, because I'm a Clemson guy, if Dabo Swinney got fired or retired tomorrow, and they were going after Lane Kiffin and Mario Cristobal, and one of those two would consider taking the job, who do you think I'm picking? Who do you think I'm picking? Mario, 100 times out of 100. I wouldn't want Lane Kiffin anywhere near my football program.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of when Lou was saying that Florida needed to hire Lane Kiffin, and then Salim came on and said, "No, I don't want Lane Kiffin. Absolutely not."
Yeah. I mean, it's not even that I don't think that Lane Kiffin's a bad football coach. I think he's, especially in today's landscape, the way that he's playing the chess game is the way that you're supposed to play it. Is it the most honorable way to play it? Probably not, but he's playing it the right way. And but I just don't. I think there's more bad that comes from him being the leader of your football team than good. That's all. I mean, if all you care about is winning, that's one thing. But it's just everything else that comes along with it. Oh, but LSU fans will disagree. The same LSU fans that love him now probably were talking shit about him this time last year, but now they love him.
Oh, that 100% guaranteed.
Yeah.
Now, and this doesn't even have anything to do with Lane Kiffin's coaching ability per se. And I get LSU's talented. I don't get where this hype is coming from that they're almost a shoe-in for the playoffs. Like, I think it was you that said it. Like, and I kind of agree with it. Like, they're probably the epitome this year of a boom or bust team. Like, they're either going to make the playoffs or they're going to go 4-8.
Yeah, LSU?
Yes.
I mean, I don't.
4-8.
I don't know about 4-8.
Well, and I don't literally mean 4 or 8, but I'm like,
I mean, I could.
this all the time.
So I agree with you. I think there's a real possibility they could be like a 7-win team, which is bad.
Yeah, which is actually kind of normal when you look at programs that bring in an entirely new coaching staff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, look at Mario went 5-7 his first year.
Sure. Well, we look at Saban's first year at Alabama. This is a common thing.
At Kirby's first year at Georgia, we went 7-5. So
I mean, he's got an entire new team. Nobody really knows what to expect from LSU because it's an entire new team with a new coaching staff and everything. It's just now on paper they're extremely talented, but they always are.
Yeah, was Miami untalented when Mario got there, or Georgia untalented when Kirby got there? No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not sure that these. I made a video about this yesterday. About the pro players they signed.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm not sure that's going to go through. I think the SEC might have put a nix on that.
That's right.
I think Lou said yesterday that they did.
Yeah. Okay. So
the call-in show saying that that SEC and the Big Ten.
I know the Big Ten. Well, the Big Ten hasn't had that problem yet, I don't think. But they're basically saying it's not happening in the Big Ten. But
which is the right thing to do, by the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
of course it is.
Called in on the show and said, I'm glad that the SEC and the Big Ten are fighting back against this whole NFL players thing. I said that I think it's terrible and that's ridiculous and it's terrible.
Well, it's just ridiculous, is what it is. I mean, and I mentioned this when I made my video yesterday. I was like, this is the sort, like, every time there's some sort of thing that happens in college football, you have two sides that are arguing with each other. I haven't seen anybody at all say that they think that's a good idea. So
yeah, we're united in this.
Yeah, the whole
like the whole Brennan Sorsby situation. I think all fans were united.
I don't think that's true. I think there was definitely
except Texas Tech fans.
Right, right.
Well, there's always going to be that one guy.
Yeah, the contrarian of the bunch.
Yeah, there's always going to be one.
Yeah, like Vandy Dandy. Yeah.
I wouldn't have even been mad if Sornsby had bet on every other team other than his own. Fucking fine, whatever.
According to Wet Blanket, the Big 12 also put the nix on it. The only conference that hasn't chimed in yet is the ACC.
Yeah, you got ACC. ACC better get with the program. Yeah.
Makima says going to Clemson October 3rd. That's my birthday, and I was going to go to the game, but now I'm not going, unfortunately.
Yeah, those tickets are way too high. Like, I've been looking. Remember, because I had said something to you about, we always look around that time. That's usually when we do the kids' birthday parties, and we do them all together.
Yeah.
But
I was going to go, but first of all, it's too expensive. Second of all, it's on my birthday, and I would rather spend my birthday here than in Clemson. Traveling.
I was actually looking at the other day, and fucking tickets are dirt cheap. And it's only a 9-hour drive. I may take the kids to the Wake Forest game.
Oh yeah, well yeah. You probably get tickets for like $25 to that game.
Yeah. They are. Some of them are that cheap, but also I've been there before.
Yeah.
Like I get Wake Forest is a small little nobody school, but it's their stadium is also kind of built into a hill like Clemson. So it's a cool little stadium.
Oh, you're talking about at Wake Forest.
Stadium.
Yes, it's at Wake Forest.
Oh, okay. I thought you were okay. I thought.
It's on a Friday. It's on a Friday night too. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because I'm not
It's a
going.
cool spot.
It is. I mean, hey, listen, I would love to take them down to Miami, but number one, I'm not driving that because I'm about. I looked it up one time. We were talking about it on the Midday show. It's right at an 18-hour drive from my house to Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh.
Yeah, pass on that.
Yeah, I've never been to Wake Forest before.
Tickets to the Georgia Tech Tennessee game to sit on the top row are like $300.
That's insane.
It is.
Wow.
And that's is that?
And we've talked about it on here. Like they are slowly but surely pricing the average fan out of going to college.
Yeah,
football.
Joe, is that in Atlanta? Is that in Bobby Dodd?
Yeah, and Bobby Dodd.
Oh,
Stadium.
Jeez.
Yeah, stadiums are starting to get smaller instead of bigger. Yeah.
Oh, I said that a couple years ago on this show because it's trending that way. I think the trend of everybody trying to go 100,000 plus seat stadiums is going to go the opposite way. Because look at it everywhere. They're building more luxury boxes and taking away seating.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like more like NFL stadiums.
Yes, I mean, they're definitely going the
60,
NFL way. 70,000, and because they can make more money with less seating if they build luxury boxes. This is, I mean, I don't really particularly like the idea of that because I think that's one of the things that separates college football from the NFL experience is the lack of that. But I mean, it's just the way it's going. Anything they can do to maximize the amount of money they're going to make, they're going to do it.
Well, and I think something else they're going to do, I think they're going to do away with all the bleachers, and I think you're going to see more stadium seating like you see at Hard Rock and other NFL stadiums.
So Minnesota did that a few years ago. So, I mean, I don't know what their capacity was, but they reduced it by 10,000 or so, and they put in the actual seats instead of the benches. And I got to tell you, as a fan, I would much rather sit in a seat than on a bench, you know. But
it's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Hard Rock, and I've been to 3 NFL stadiums. I've been to Hard Rock. I've been to Raymond James in Tampa, and I've been to I don't know who owns the naming right, the Titan Stadium in Nashville.
Oh yeah.
I got to sit there and watch Jameis Winston throw 5 interceptions.
Nissan Stadium.
Okay, yeah.
Jen Slap says, if I keep watching the Lunch Money Show, I won't even be able to pay my cable bill to watch it from the couch. Look, the best thing you can do if you watch the Lunch Money Show is do the opposite of whatever we're doing.
Which, by the way, y'all say every episode.
Yeah, we do tell you that. Yeah, we're not giving advice on there. We're just telling you how dumb we are. That's all. Although, if you went against me last year, I had my best year last year. But last football season was my best football season for that. I actually came out ahead, which is rare. Which means I'll probably have a terrible year this year. So.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a good year last year. And then I actually carried it over into spring baseball when Major League Baseball started up. I went on another big run there. You know, when I hit the wall was the fucking World Cup. I have no business betting on that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything about soccer. Not to mention, out of all the sports, the worst odds is betting on soccer because it's not just you're betting a money line or spread. You're betting. There's a draw in there too, so your chances of winning have gone down by 33% before you even make the bet.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just a bad idea to do that. But it's the World Cup. It only happens every 4 years or whatever. So I did it, and I paid the literal price for doing so.
But it was absolutely worth it with the way that you and others, frankly, absolutely own the entire European Union when it comes to air conditioning.
Oh, I pissed off millions of English people. Millions. Literally millions. I mean, how many people live in England? Like 15 million? I pissed off a third of England.
30, more like 30 million.
Okay, whatever it is.
We'll have to look that one up.
I don't know what it is, but... Oh,
you're not the only one. Like, there are apparently, like, several big YouTubers that got into it over the whole air conditioning debate with... and it's not just the British. Like, the French were in the middle of that shit, too.
yeah.
Because apparently, like, I didn't realize this until I delved into it. Like, there is a huge political debate in Europe in general. Like, air conditioning is evil right-wing technology over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 70 million people.
70 million people in England?
Yeah, in the
Wow.
That's
UK.
probably it's probably the entire United Kingdom. So that includes
Okay.
Scotland.
It says breakdown by country. England 57 million.
That's even more than I would have thought.
5.5 million. Wales 3.2 million. Northern Ireland 1.9.
What's the population of London itself? Just the city. Look that up.
I'll have to look that up.
I'll tell you one thing.
More than the city can handle. That's what the population is.
Pissing off English people it's probably the most fun I've ever had on the internet because of the way they insult people. Their sayings are hilarious.
9.1 million people.
9 million people in London?
Yeah, 9 million people. It says the wider metro area has a population of roughly 15.4 million.
That's crazy because I would have thought it would have been more than that because I just went to New York a few weeks ago. You know, Brooklyn has like 6 million people just in Brooklyn.
Well, London's not a huge city.
Huh?
Like, yes, London is a big city, but London is, because this was going on when you had that crime wave going on over there. Like, London, infrastructure wise, is built for like 4 or 5 million people.
I might be
9 million in there.
I might be wrong about that. Brooklyn has we went on this tour on the Hudson River, right? And we went out to the Statue of Liberty. Anyway, they tell you all about the city, skyline, and everything. And so once you cross over the bridge from Manhattan into Brooklyn, they said that the population of Brooklyn, as a part of a city, a borough, would be top 10 in the world population country.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. Why would you want to live there?
I had no idea Brooklyn was that big. I mean, I knew New York's big. They've got 25 million people or whatever. The whole city does. But just Brooklyn. But just Brooklyn is like a third of that. It's crazy. It's huge.
I'd have fled out of there long before fucking COVID. I don't like people that much.
Cheaper to live in Brooklyn than Manhattan. Yeah, not much more now. A lot has changed over the past 10 or 15 years with Brooklyn. It's almost as expensive to live there now as it is in Manhattan.
They've elected a bunch of communists into office in all these places.
Well, it's just not only that. I mean, they
got more and more people who are leaving the city, and then just take the train in, like, to work in the city, and then take the train back home.
Yeah, when we were up there, my oldest son, he has a good friend that lives in Brooklyn, so he came and met us, and I mean, he's 19 years old. He has a small apartment in Brooklyn, and he works like 2 jobs. But I mean, he probably lives in a shoebox for probably $2,000 a month or more. So that's the city life, though.
Fuck that.
He loves it there, though. I'll tell you what, I liked New York. The best thing about New York is the subway system because as big as that city is, you can get pretty much anywhere you want to go for $3 in a matter of 20 minutes or less. I mean, I think it's the largest public transit in the world is the subway system in New York.
It probably is.
Yeah. And and there's subway stations every 2 blocks. I mean, they're everywhere. So
I mean, presuming you don't get, fucking shanked or pushed onto a subway rail.
yeah, I think that's pretty rare.
I don't think, no, it really isn't though. Like, if you just look at the raw numbers, it's not really rare.
I think if you look at the amount of people that ride the subway every day, which is in the millions, and the amount of incidents where something like that happens.
Per capita, you look at it per capita, it looks way better. But,
I don't know. I mean, look,
365 days in a year, and there's 2,000 incidents in a year because it's such a huge city. That's 10 of them a day.
Of course, look, I was only there for a week. I get it. I don't live there. And we rode the subway pretty much every day, though. I never felt unsafe on the subway. Of course, you see some weird people doing weird shit on there, yeah. But I never felt like something bad was going to happen.
It could be worse. Yeah, there could be a bug in the electrical system.
We did get stuck on the subway on the way back from
There could be a giant worm. There could be a giant worm down there.
A giant? Yeah, that's not happening.
How about like in a Men in Black?
Our subway did. I don't know if it broke down or if they just got in a traffic jam. I don't know. It's a very complicated system, the subway system.
How do you have a traffic jam in a subway?
Well, I'll tell you. On the way back from the Yankees game, because we had to travel to the Bronx. The Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx. We were staying in Times Square. So it's like a 30-minute train ride to the Bronx from Times Square and there and back. Well, on the way there, it took 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it was. It just nonstop train ride. On the way back, it was like 11:30 at night. Halfway between the Bronx and Times Square, this train just stopped for like 30 minutes. In the middle, just stopped. And we're all sitting there like, did it break down? We're like, what's going on? And of course, they don't give you an explanation what's going on. They don't say anything. So you're just sitting there, like hoping that it starts back up, and eventually it did. But I don't know why they stopped. I don't know if there was a mechanical problem or they were waiting for an opening, or
there was another train in the way.
I guess, but so what should have taken 30 minutes ended up taking us an hour to get back.
Yep. Mussolini had them trains running on time.
That's fucked up, man.
But also true.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, there's not a huge difference between the mayor of New York now and Mussolini.
In Tokyo, if the train is more than 35 seconds late, they print you an official apology letter to give to your boss. Yeah. I think he's probably not even... I think that's probably real.
Oh, I absolutely think that's real, because as much as the British used to have a reputation for this, I think by far and away nowadays, Japan is really the land of good manners.
We were talking about this at my brother's birthday party this weekend in Georgia. They said if you could live anywhere else in the world other than the United States, where would you want to live? Where do you think I said? Japan or South Korea.
I wouldn't pick Japan just because it as crowded as we were talking about, places like London are. Fucking Japan is way worse.
Worse.
Tokyo, though.
Tokyo is the biggest.
No, it's not just Tokyo. Tokyo, Nagasaki, Okinawa. Like, these are massive cities jam-packed with people.
Tokyo isn't Tokyo. We looked this up, but it's the biggest city in the world, right? Or the second biggest city?
Yeah, it's either the biggest or second biggest, yeah. Japanese people doing a lot of fucking.
There's like 52 million people that live in Tokyo. I mean, that's
Japanese folks doing a lot of fucking, man. It just is what it is.
I mean, New York's got, 25 million? LA's got 30 million or something. and Tokyo is like way bigger than both
Hold
those.
my beer.
Yeah.
But the thing about Tokyo is it is so clean. Like there's not litter.
Yeah, not much crime either, other than organized
So
crime.
fresh.
But as far as like
So
you know,
fresh, so clean.
as far as like petty street crime, there's not much of that in Japan either. They don't. First of all, they don't tolerate it. You know.
Yeah, they don't. Like,
I'm in a city right now. I'm in a city right now with a ton of crime.
Where are you at?
Baton Rouge.
Is crime bad in Baton Rouge? I don't know any. I've never been there. So
I come here like every 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a dump.
what do you go there for work?
I've been through Baton Rouge. I've never visited there.
Huh.
I would never live in the state of Louisiana.
Well, I know that New Orleans is pretty rough.
Shit, I would.
I mean, New Orleans is one of the highest crime rates in the country.
Shit, man. I'm 45 minutes from Memphis.
I know. We know. Yeah, Memphis is bad too.
That's another place I would never want to live is Memphis.
You'd rather live in Memphis than Baton Rouge? Damn, that's pretty bad.
I mean, I would live in Louisiana. I'm not like I think Louisiana's fucking awesome. Now it does have its problem, like even beyond like the crime shit. Like there are weird things about Louisiana, like you just wouldn't know unless you spent any real time there. Like they get a lot of rain, and when they do, like they have, you know how places will have like burn bans in effect and shit like
Yeah.
that. They'll have water boiling in effect.
Well,
It will rain so much, and so much will seep into the groundwater.
It contaminates the drinking water. Yeah.
Yeah, oil water.
I do know the only I've had a lot of people say shit to me on YouTube over the years. Or if I piss them off for some reason, you know, the only time I've ever got an actual death threat was from somebody from Baton Rouge
That doesn't surprise me.
that told me if I came down there to go to a game that they were going to find me, kill me, and feed me to the alligators and shit, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm a win thing. We'll be all right.
When they're like an LSU quarterback who is getting death threats.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I mean, you see that all kinds. Like same thing happened to Miami's kicker after the Florida game in 2019, I think it was. He missed a game-winning kick, and motherfuckers started getting death threats.
Yeah, people are insane.
They really are.
Yeah. What was the team? I can't remember. Who was the team that was like sending Lou death threat? Was it Georgia fans that were sending Lou like death threats and stuff?
I don't know. Probably.
At this point, Lou has gotten death threats from probably 120 out of 132 FBS teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably a real possibility.
I've told this to my wife too, because she's sketchy about when people make threats to you on the internet, and I'm like, look, man, anybody who publicly says they're going to do something to you, there's zero chance they're doing anything. I mean, I've learned that.
Yeah, well, you always got that crazy fucker.
But I mean, we go on these trips all the time, all around the country, the Slav Olympics, the Vegas, here, there, Cherokee. Like, no one's ever showed up there. You tell them where you're going, and they want to do something to you. If they really want to, they'll show up and do it. But of course, they never show up.
Everybody's
full of shit.
Well, I think there's probably I think there's a real possibility that some people may have shown up, but let's also be honest about it. When you got Brett, Raj, and me running around, motherfuckers get some act right real quick.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Internet people don't scare me.
Everybody's big behind a keyboard.
Right. Exactly.
And I straight up, I think it was it the first one, or it may have been the second one? I don't remember. There was, you got a rash of people saying they were going to show up, and I think it was Lou's show. Like, I straight up said it. I was like, my wife and kids are coming to this. Motherfucker, you show up trying to start some shit, I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I'm not even playing.
Octavian's in here. What's up, Octavian? Octavian's back.
Delusional.
He's back to Florida's going 12-0.
Where does that's another one I don't understand. A lot like LSU. Where does this relentless optimism come from with Florida fans? And he is by far not the only one.
Well, all this.
I'm not sold on John Summerall. I think he does a lot of weird, fluky stuff.
What's up, True
I don't know
Seminole?
about John Summerall, but much like LSU, you have basically an entirely new team, an entirely new coaching staff. You're just not going to be very good this year.
And Aaron Philo, like, I'm a big Aaron Philo fan, but he's not proven.
Philo.
Like, we don't know what he's about.
Hey, do you think that one Georgia Tech fan from that game is now like subconsciously a Florida fan?
Oh no, he might have jumped off a bridge when they got rid of Philo. That guy was something else, man.
But like I'm saying, Philo, like all we've seen him play, we've seen him play against NC State and Gardner Webb.
Yeah.
He's not proven.
Well, according to the guy that was sitting behind us at the Clemson game, Philo was the best quarterback in the country.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's favorite player is the backup quarterback.
I know. Yeah, trust me, he was definitely his favorite player. All he did was yell Philo for an hour.
Fucking Cam Ward, who? He ain't got shit on Philo.
Slim, I do have Miami and Notre Dame playing again in the Natty game.
Ooh.
That's
Actually,
what I think it's going to be in the Natty.
I'll tell you what, Joe, I actually like that pick. I think
Yeah.
that's
Not a terrible pick. And
That's
you know
not.
what? If say for the sake of argument that you're right, I want Miami to lose in South Bend.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we did way, way, way too early national championship predictions on the Lunch Money Show 2 weeks ago. Because obviously, I mean, nobody's played a game yet. Who knows what anybody's going to look like? But my pick was Notre Dame to win it all.
I've seen a lot of
pick was
Oregon,
Oregon.
Texas, and Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'm not sold on Texas.
But to that point, a lot of the picks I've seen, a lot of them have got Miami losing to one of those three. So a lot of people have got Miami making a natty.
I actually have Texas not even in the top two, probably maybe not even in the top three in their own conference.
I think Texas wins like 8 or 9 games.
I've got both. I've got Georgia and Oklahoma both ahead of Texas in the SEC this year. So,
oh shit, Pete finna had the Texas fans come after him now.
oh, I don't give a shit.
I think Oklahoma and Georgia are the two best teams in the SEC. this
See,
year.
that's what I'm saying too.
Well,
I think Texas
I've got a
A&M. I'm with Lou. I don't think they're going to be very good.
Define very good.
I completely agree with Lou on this. I think Texas A&M is going to be good. I think the record is going to be worse because they have a much tougher schedule.
What do you?
this
So
year.
what do you say? Like 8-4?
I think like 7. I think 7 wins, 7-5.
Huh?
Oh shit!
For Texas?
Texas
For
A&M.
A&M.
Over A&M. Yeah, I had A&M 9-3.
I have. So Oklahoma goes to Athens to play Georgia. I believe Georgia wins a close one in Athens, and they have a rematch in the SEC championship game. And Oklahoma wins.
Oklahoma and Georgia, I think, will be the best game of 2 SEC opponents.
You know what's
Here's my
funny?
thing. I have to see Oklahoma field a serviceable offense before I'm going to believe in Oklahoma.
They had a serviceable offense last year. They'll be better this year than they were last year.
No, they didn't have a serviceable.
Yes, they did,
offense
until-
last year.
John Mateer got hurt.
And Mateer broke his hand at the end of the season.
Well, Mateer was the farthest thing from their problems. I mean, they had so many injuries on that offense, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, but
So I'm not saying it's Oklahoma's fault, but I'm going to see them keep some guys healthy and field a decent offense before I'm going to be able to.
I think their offense is going to be good enough. Well, here's the thing. They're going to have the best, in my opinion, this is my prediction. I think Oklahoma is going to have the best defense in the SEC.
Oh,
Now,
no
that's
doubt about
very
it.
likely.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
That's very likely. I don't disagree with that take.
So if what I say is true, they don't need to score 40 points a game to win.
Well, I'm not saying they need to score 40, but I mean, averaging 24 a game would be nice.
Well, yeah, you're right.
That Georgia-Oklahoma game is going to look like a Big Ten game. Like, it's going to be old school.
You know what's funny is nobody's talking about Alabama, really. I mean, it seems like all the focus is on Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia, and of course LSU because of Lane Kiffin.
LSU.
Well, I made a
No one's
prediction.
really talking about Bam.
I made a prediction a couple of weeks ago that Bama's going 8-4, and you're going to see a mass exodus of Bama fans from the internet this year.
It would be, yeah, that would be cool. But
Well, I think the SEC as a whole, they're not going to get near as many teams in the playoffs as they did last year and the year before. Just because I don't think the playoff committee is going to put as many in because they're not performing.
I got 4 SEC teams making the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it'll be.
I don't believe for a minute that the playoff committee is going to punish the SEC for previous years losing and play. I don't believe that for a minute.
But I'm just saying, you're not going to see a 9-3 SEC team get the playoffs.
Well, they shouldn't be.
No. I don't think there's gonna be a 9-3 team in the playoffs. But
Yeah, you have to figure for all the shit talking about Bama making it in. Bama wasn't 9-3 in the regular season. They were 10-2, and they lost the SEC title game.
I think Bama should have got in last year. But
they
Well,
did.
okay.
yeah, I agree. I think they should have got in last year. They won.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
I mean,
I've thought this over during the off season. Like at the time, I said, the argument should have been between Notre Dame and Bama, and I've kind of rethought that. And to me, it should have been obvious at the time. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind. There never should have been 2 Group 6 teams in there. Never in a million years.
So the issue was James Madison making. That was the issue.
The problem was it was the whole auto bids thing.
Are we going to just miss the fact that Alabama did get in last year?
No, I'm saying they did. But what I said. What I said was when Miami got in over Notre Dame, the argument shouldn't have been between, at the time, I said the argument shouldn't have been between Miami and Notre Dame. It should have been between Notre Dame and Bama. And I've revised that opinion to fucking James Madison shouldn't have been anywhere near.
Well, I think it was between Notre Dame and
What
Bama.
about BYU? Yeah, BYU was 11-1, and they didn't get in. So
11-1 BYU gets in.
well, they were 11-2. Well, they were 11-2, but still.
That was the other thing too, and I mentioned it a couple of times right there at the end of the season, but I just kind of let that narrative go. That the narrative about BYU, the fact that they were 11-1 in the regular season, and okay, you're not holding it against Bama for losing the SEC title game, but you're going to hold it against BYU for losing the Big 12 title game.
Yeah.
I think BYU, if they go 11-1 again, I think they get in this year. But I think they beat Texas Tech this year. I mean, is Texas Tech actually going to play Tommy Castellanos?
I'm sure they will.
They're gonna play.
They're not going to play in week 1. You're not learning that fucking offense in 6 days.
I thought they were gonna play Wilhelm and.
That's crazy.
I'm an outlier. The Big 12. The Big 12 is extremely difficult to figure out. It's a lot like the ACC in my opinion. Well, I think that Miami is sort of the clear-cut favorite in the ACC this year, but outside of Miami, the rest of it, I mean, it's you can name 4 or 5 teams that might end up playing Miami for the championship game. The Big 12 is the same way to me. Everyone's high on Texas Tech. Everyone's high on BYU. I'm high on Utah.
Yeah,
but
I'm not.
I'm mad at the Utah, man.
Yeah, not without Whittingham. Yeah,
And that's why I'm mad.
Impact. I think that's gonna have have more of an adverse effect than people are giving them credit for. But, yeah.
I mean, we know who's not going to be there. It's Colorado.
I mean, I got them 8-4.
Colorado, yeah.
They won't be there.
Yeah, but no, Colorado fan, they're going 12-0.
That whole Kyle Whittingham thing, man, I was really looking forward to it. Miami's playing Utah to start the 27 season in Vegas. And I was like, okay, I got a lot of respect for Kyle Whittingham. I think he's a Hall of Fame coach. And then Utah pulls this bullshit.
I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame coach. That's a weird.
Bullshit.
Kyle Whittingham absolutely should be, considering what
Based
he's
on
done
what?
with Utah.
Okay, what Hall of Fame coaches win thing? What's he won?
Hall of Fame coach is the criteria to be a Hall of
He's
Fame
won the
coach.
Pac-12. Yeah, he won the Pac-12 a couple of times.
Okay, that's not Hall of Fame worthy.
The Hall of Fame criteria is just to have over a 500 record. Like Paul Johnson is a Hall of Fame football coach.
All right, well then fuck the Hall of Fame's full of shit then. I mean,
Well, you also have to have a certain number of wins to even be eligible for it. Like, there are guys that Howard Schnellenberger literally created Miami's program from nothing, resurrected Louisville's program, and brought them back to relevancy. Technically does not have enough wins in college football to be eligible.
yeah.
That was the whole thing about Mike Leach.
Didn't they change? Yeah, didn't they change it for Mike Leach?
Yeah,
They
so it's
did,
not,
but they
it's
didn't
not
lower.
500.
All right,
Didn't
listen.
lower the number of wins enough to make other people eligible.
See, I love Mike Leach. He's a legend. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame personality. No doubt about it.
I think
he was an innovator. Yeah, I think that's.
I think it goes beyond just your win-loss number. I think also to make you Hall of Fame worthy can also be can be your impact on the game, which isn't physically quantifiable.
Yeah. Okay. So
exactly as being an
so that's the exact reason I say the Hall of Fame thing is bullshit. It's complete bullshit. It should be about winning.
Well, if Mike Leach,
yes, I
the
absolutely
Texas Tech debacle wouldn't have happened, Mike Leach would have won something.
Well, wait a minute. By your logic, then Dan Marino is not a Hall of Fame quarterback because he didn't win shit.
No, that's different.
Yes.
No.
That's NFL. Well, he's talking about Hall of Fame college-wise, right?
Yeah. First of all, yeah, we're these are two different things here.
But
Well, yeah, I understand that, but the reason Marino got in is for his impact on the game.
Yes,
for
because
his
he
impact
threw
on
for
the
1.5 million
as
touchdowns and 5 million yards. I mean, yeah. So
exactly, and that gets you into the Hall of Fame.
sure,
So.
yeah. I mean, his stats were insane. I mean, there's a difference between coaches and players too, Slim. Players, you're one of 52 guys on a roster. A coach is a coach. You're the head coach. You're the guy.
Which even more so, it needs to. I think, in my opinion, it needs to.
But what does a coach have to win to get in the Hall of Fame? Because there's only 4 head coaches that have national championships that are active right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would have to look at your winning percentage, conference championships, bowl wins, in today's era, playoff wins. Those are the big metrics.
But see, you're making my argument for me. My argument is to put Howard Schnellenberger in because of what he did. There would be no University of Miami as we know it if it wasn't for him.
Okay, I'm not arguing that. You were talking about Kyle Whittingham earlier. That's who I was arguing with you about.
Okay, he's got the win percentage. He has the wins and did it with less than most people.
But he's not the revolutionary coach that changed the whole game that you're trying to make him out to be.
Right.
He's just the guy that brought Utah up to relevancy a little bit.
Yeah, and what's he won at Utah?
I mean, the thing is, he's won at Utah
a few times.
Right, but he hasn't won nothing truly significant at Utah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, well, neither did Urban Meyer, but Kyle Whittingham stayed there.
He won at Utah. It's like it's like the whole Jeff Brom thing. Why Jeff Brom is a good head coach. He won at Purdue.
Well, you bring up Urban Meyer. If Urban Meyer's career ended at Utah, he wouldn't be a Hall of Fame coach. He earned his Hall of Fame from being at Florida and Ohio State. What he did there, not at Utah.
Well, the fact that he did it at Utah is what got him those jobs. Kyle Whittingham just turned down those
Yeah, but
jobs.
again, if his career ended, if Urban Meyer retired after Utah, he wouldn't be a Hall of Fame head coach.
See, I disagree because I think he would have accomplished plenty at Utah. You have to figure by Utah standards.
You think he could have won a natty at Utah?
I'm not saying he would have won a natty at Utah. They ended up, after Urban Meyer left, when Kyle Whittingham was there, they went from Group of 5 to Power Conference, so the possibilities there, sure.
That's like saying if Steve Spurrier only coached at South Carolina and won, multiple 11-win seasons, he'd be a Hall of Famer. No, he's a Hall of Famer from what he did at Florida, not South Carolina.
Absolutely.
I mean, South Carolina's dog shit. And he won 11 games there twice in 2 years in a row. I mean, that's
That's the best run in South Carolina football history.
That's magic. Steve Spurrier's a witch doctor.
And if Steve Spurrier had spent all that time in South Carolina and won a bunch of 11-win seasons, maybe never won the conference, I still would have said Steve Spurrier would have been a Hall of Fame coach.
Oh, all right.
I would have too.
Well,
he won at South Carolina. South Carolina's never won anything.
well, even at South Carolina, he never won the SEC. He played for it once and lost.
But again, South Carolina has never won a thing.
No, they haven't.
Well, they won the ACC
In 1969.
1969.
Yeah, when every 18 to 24-year-old able-bodied man was fighting in a war, so they put together a team to beat a bunch of nobodies in the ACC. Congratulations. Oh, boy.
Yeah, exactly. We've been, and the funny thing is that we've been back to the moon since South Carolina won the ACC.
So what you're saying, Vic, is... all right.
You're saying that we actually went to the moon.
What's more likely?
Yeah, and how dare you spread such misinformation?
What's going to happen first, Vic? South Carolina wins the SEC, or we go back to the moon?
Yeah, we go back to the moon.
Apparently, they're going back to the moon like in the next few years.
Yeah, well, South Carolina's not winning in the SEC in the next few years, so you're probably right.
Artist program.
Let's be more realistic about it. Which happens first? South Carolina wins the SEC, or we get a man on Mars?
I'll take Mars.
I'm going to say Mars.
Man on Mars.
Honestly, I think Vandy wins the SEC before South Carolina does.
Damn. Well,
That's cold-blooded.
They've come closer.
yeah, that's true.
Well, no. South Carolina actually made it to the SEC title game. Vandy hasn't done that.
With a historic coach that they're never going to have again.
They've had a couple of historic coaches. He wasn't their first.
Yeah, they had Lou Holtz, but yeah.
But they'll never have another one. It's South Carolina. They're the NC State of the SEC.
Well, see, now they've gotten to the point they can't get a former great coach from somewhere else. So now they're getting a former great coach's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at some point, Lane Kiffin's grandson is going to be the head coach of South Carolina.
Jen Slap says we might have a colony on the moon and we play college football up there before they win. Yeah.
Honestly, you know who actually might be South Carolina's next head coach?
We just talked about it earlier.
I know, but I think I figured out who it is.
Who?
Deion Sanders.
No. No.
That's the kind of hire that they're going to make, though. They're going to hire some, like
I said earlier, I think Dan Mullen, because he's at UNLV. That's a real possibility. If they fire Shane Beamer. Now, if I were South Carolina, I would do whatever I can do in my power to get Dan Mullen there.
If I was Florida State, that's who I would hire. I would fire Mark Norvell and hire Dan Mullen.
Now that would be funny just for a lot. I mean, it'd be funny for a lot of reasons. Since Florida fired him. and then he goes to Florida State.
That's what I think about him going back to Mississippi State.
That could happen.
No,
They got to fire Levy though.
Yeah. They're gonna fire
listen,
Levy according to
look,
to
as
Sven,
bad as much as I hate South Carolina, as bad as they are, South Carolina right now is a better job than Mississippi State is.
Oh yeah, I mean they got more money.
Yeah.
But also,
That's another thing I'm mad about. I said earlier, I was talking about it earlier, I'm trying to figure out what game I'm going to go to. I had it figured out. Miami was supposed to play South Carolina at South Carolina this year, and then South Carolina backed out of it.
Well, because of the conference schedule. That's why.
Yeah, when the SEC announced that they were going to 9 conference games.
Yeah, see, I don't even really.
within a week.
I don't really blame South Carolina for doing that. I don't.
They're already playing Clemson. So.
Georgia Tech plays 11 Power 4 teams until 2030.
That's insane.
Dude, I'm for it.
I like that, but that's rough.
I am for it. Like, if I had my way, Miami's schedule last year would look essentially the same every year. I would play Florida every year. I would play Notre Dame every year. I would do a big group of 5 from the state of Florida. Now, I would do away with the FCS team and not just Miami. I would do away with all power teams doing away with FCS teams. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah. Next year, Tech plays Notre Dame, Georgia, and Tennessee in the non-con, and then in 2030 they play Notre Dame, Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia in the non-con.
Well, Clemson's in a similar situation because of this deal they signed with Notre Dame starting next year. That they're playing for 10 years straight, home and home, back and forth. But they also play South Carolina every year, and they also have a lot of other SEC non-con games scheduled. Georgia's a big one. I think they play them. I have to look it up. 3 or 4 times in the next 6 years. LSU's another one. So, in other words, one of those games is going to have to go away. South Carolina's not going away, and Notre Dame's not going away because they just signed a deal. So, the Georgia game might end up going away. That might be a mutual agreement between Clemson and Georgia to get rid of that game because of the SEC schedule for Georgia.
I don't think they need to go away. That's the problem. I don't think everybody's looking at this conference schedule going, "Oh, we automatically just need to do away with a tough."
Yeah, first of all, I'm with you. I want to see the game. I want to see the game played, but the playoff committee has made it very clear, Slim, that you're better off playing a lower classification team than beating Georgia or Clemson. If you lose that game, they're going to hold it against you. So I don't blame these teams for doing what they're doing. I'm with you, though. I don't like it. I'd rather see Clemson play Georgia in these home-and-home matchups they have scheduled. But does it really benefit either team? Whoever the loser is it doesn't benefit them at all.
Well, I think it does benefit them. Like, Lou touched on this on one of his call-in shows. It might have been last week. Like, Texas fans were running around talking about, we don't need to schedule Ohio State because that game kept us out of the playoff. No, what kept you out of the playoff was losing to an abysmal Florida team, dumbass.
Well, yeah.
So how about you don't lose to a garbage Florida team and you don't have to worry about losing that Ohio State game?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think after the Ohio State game, Texas was ranked like 4th or 3rd.
Like, I actually completely disagree with that narrative, Pete. Like, I think it'll do you some good to have these teams on your schedule as long as you beat who you're supposed to.
Right, but if you don't,
that's what my point is. So you have a 99% chance of beating Coastal Carolina as one of these teams, and you've got a less than 50% chance if you're Clemson of beating Georgia. So which one of those is better for you at the end of the season if you're sitting there at 9-3 or 10-2 and you're trying to make it in the playoffs? That one loss against Georgia might be what keeps you out. If you had another win on there against Coastal Carolina or whoever the fuck, that might be the thing that puts you in. That's my point. I agree with you. I don't like the way that the system works, but that is the way the system works. They punish you.
Yeah, well, that's why you don't need a bunch of fucking 80-year-old athletic directors sitting in a room.
And you know what they should do is send a message and say, we're going to put in a 9-3 team that plays 10 or 11 Power 5 teams over a Big Ten team that only plays 8. That's what they should do.
Didn't Michigan have like a 3-year stretch where they didn't play a single Power 4 non-con team?
Indiana hasn't in the past few years.
Yeah, Indiana last year, I think they only played 8. Or 9.
There you go. That is exactly what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because, the way I look at it, fuck Coastal Carolina or Central Michigan I ain't going to I'm throwing Central Michigan in there because that's who Miami plays this year, but that's who they found to pick up that slot left open by South Carolina. But, would you rather watch, Miami beat up on Central Michigan or Miami have a hell of a game with fucking USC or Oregon?
Yeah, I'd rather they play USC or Oregon. Yeah.
I would too. And if we lose it, fuck it, we lose it. It happens. I've seen Miami lose plenty of games. I'm almost 40 years old. But that's the kind of thing, people talk about parity in college football. Playing these tough teams and beating them is what made Miami.
I mean, you could say that for every school.
I mean, sure, but Miami's the most recent example of a team really coming out of the gutter and winning a national title or multiple national titles. Before the late 70s, Miami was a fucking punching bag. They almost dropped them down to D2.
You're gonna forget about Florida State. Almost dropped their football program.
Yeah, them too.
Well, that was even farther back, though.
The 70s. Yeah.
Well, when they were talking about dropping them down, it was like back in the late 50s, early 60s.
That's right. Yeah.
Because they hired Bobby Bowden in the early 70s, and he's another one I use as a perfect example when people start talking about firing coaches. 3 years ago, Ryan Day was on the hot seat, and half the Ohio State fan base was ready to run him out. But Florida State's a perfect example. They gave Bobby Bowden the time to turn that program around. And is he less of a coach because it took him?
No,
20 years
but comparing, this is a totally different era as far as coaching goes. Things were different back then than they are now.
Well, that's my point, though. People need to shut up.
Well, or you could sit around like NC State does with Dave Dorn and just be happy to win 7 games a year and pay him $6 million, and you're never going to win anything.
Okay, but Ohio State with Ryan Day and Florida State with Bobby Bowden were not NC State with Dave Dorn.
No, I think firing Ryan Day would be stupid. So I don't.
But before
I don't disagree with you.
they were talking football.
I got a question real quick. What if Dave Dorn does it this year? What if he breaks out 10 wins this year and would you put him finally in a threshold of being a good coach in NC State? If he does that?
No, he's been there 15 years. He's never won 10 games ever. The likelihood that listen,
he'll never give Dave Dorn credit for shit.
Why would I give him credit for anything? He hasn't done anything. He's been there 15 years. This guy's stealing money from the university.
I'm saying this year, Pete. If he does it this year with CJ Bailey,
he's not doing it this year. Why do we keep revisiting this every year? Every year is the year that he's going to win 10 games and win the ACC. It's not. Let me tell you something. I got a secret for you. I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's not fucking happening. Okay?
I'll let you in. I'll let you in on a bigger secret. Dave Dorn could resurrect Dolly Parton today and cure cancer tomorrow, and fucking Peete is still gonna fucking hate Dave Dorn.
It's not happening.
I mean, I've been watching Pete I've been watching this show for a long time. But what I'm saying is, if he finally does it, you know what I mean, and Dave finally breaks that ceiling. What if he does? Win
it's not
ACC,
happening, man.
At least compete in the ACC championship.
You sound like a South Carolina fan right now.
One of my friends.
What if this? What if that? Yeah. What if? I mean, it's more likely that monkeys fly out of my asshole than Dave Doran winning 10 games.
One of my friends in NC State that said that if Dave Doran wins 10 games, they still want him fired.
Oh man.
Like,
which one happens first? Dave Doran wins 10 games, or South Carolina wins the SEC?
Dave Doran.
Yeah, we'll all be dead. We'll all be dead before both those things happen at the same time.
That's like saying the Falcons are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. That too. Add that to the list.
That's
Doran derangement syndrome. No, I'm just realistic.
Yeah, DDS.
No, to be fair, you're absolutely right. I mean, we do this every year with NC State, but I don't know what's driving me to do it again. I don't know if it's CJ Bailey coming back, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
So far.
I mean, if they win 9 games, it'll be a miracle, and they'll keep them around for another 5 years. That's what I'm hoping. I hope NC State wins 9 games and keeps Dave Doran around. That's what I hope.
What will end up happening?
Yeah.
I want to play NC State in the ACC title game because Dave Doran can't beat Miami.
Can't beat anybody.
Well, he can't get to the ACC championship either. So.
Remember, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, NC State finally beat Clemson, and Dave Doran smoked a cigar like he just won a Super Bowl, you know? A regular season game in the ACC, this guy's smoking cigars.
But it's not just any ACC game. It's Clemson.
Yeah, because, I mean, Dabo's record against Dave Doran is like 95% win percentage, so Dave Doran finally won one.
Dave Doran couldn't beat Al Golden or Handy Manny.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But he beat Dabo. Damn, Dabo down bad.
Dabo got Al Golden fired. But what did he beat him, like 63 to nothing or something?
I think it was 58.
58, yeah.
Al Golden fired and got Mark Richt hired. So.
Yeah.
Well, something similar is going to happen this year. Because Miami's going to get Mike Norvell fired, but not only that. I wish there was a place I could put in a futures bet for this. But not only is Mike Norvell going to get fired, but fucking Daniel Boone on that goddamn show pony going to get fired too. Fuck him.
I mean, it's White Tonto, but yeah.
And they're going to hire an exchange student from India to replace him.
Damn.
So actually going to have a real Indian on the fucking horse.
Okay, all right, sure. Okay.
Exchange student from India.
Florida State is not firing Mike Norvell after this season. Mike Norvell was not getting fired.
That's what.
Mike Norvell's not getting fired after the season. He's getting fired during the season.
Nope, he is not.
No, he's not.
This season.
According to Steve Spurrier, he's not.
Well, no. According to Steve Spurrier, he's not getting fired until 2030 something because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
I mean, but who do they hire? Who does Florida State hire?
No.
I mean,
well,
it's a fantastic job. I'm sure they could go
Rich
get
Rod.
Who's the coach at James Madison? That guy.
He's at, he left. He's at somewhere else now.
Well, whoever the newest coach at James Madison is, they'll hire him.
No, they're hiring Rich Rod. That's who they're hiring.
Oh no! Stop it, Slim.
Bobby Bowden have a son.
Yeah, they're gonna hire. And Tommy Bowden's gonna be on the staff.
Stop it.
Tommy Bowden.
Rich Rod and Tommy Bowden to FSU.
Man, stop.
Shiloh Sanders.
What about
Billy Napier? Doc says Billy Napier.
Coach of JMU now.
Hey, wait a minute. That's a great idea. They can hire Shiloh Sanders to be the fucking corner coach. And they can hire Shador to be the quarterbacks coach.
Yeah, Billy Napier's the head coach at James Madison now.
Forgot to laugh.
Is Billy?
Yeah.
Napier.
Yeah, Billy's at James Madison.
Yeah, I think Billy,
Yeah, there we go.
Billy could do good. James Madison. I
There you
think
go.
He did good when he was at Louisiana. So.
Yeah, see Billy.
They're not hiring Billy.
Let's bring Billy back to Florida. Come on, man.
Fran Brown.
Fran Brown.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, man, we're
Actually-
just random names. Fuck it, hire Brent Bielema.
I'll tell you what, Fran Brown actually. That's
wins some
possible.
games.
That's an actual possibility there.
What about Matt
Wins some
Campbell?
games. No.
Nah, he's not going to leave Penn State to go to Florida State.
Yeah, why would he do that? That's ridiculous.
Oh my God, the job's not going to be opening. So can we please stop having this conversation?
It's going to be opening before you know it, buddy.
No, it's not, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you think the Miami OC gets a head coaching job?
I'm honestly surprised he hasn't already.
Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah, he will.
honest.
Just depends on what kind of job are you talking about. Are you talking about like a major job or just like a head coaching job in the G6 or something?
You know, and I know
Florida
he's
State.
been offered.
Florida State?
He's been offered. What's a very real possibility is he's doing like the Brent Venables thing, and he's waiting on.
He's waiting on the big one.
Very possibly, yeah. He's waiting on the job he wants to come after.
Yeah, that's
On the
smart.
right.
I like that approach.
He's saving himself for marriage.
I think that's smart. The Brent Venables approach, it actually works. So what, just like for instance, what Chad Morris did when he left Clemson, he took the SMU job, then he was at Arkansas. Like it just didn't work. He just jumped on the first job. Now, SMU job was from his hometown, I think, right? He's from Dallas area, so that I guess that kind of makes sense. But I'm not a big fan of just jumping on the first job that opens up. If you're like a great coordinator, you're probably better off sitting where you're at until the big one comes along. And that's what Venables did. He turned down a lot of jobs, but he couldn't turn down Oklahoma, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, and it's smart if you think about it because, you know, Venables was set at Clemson. The way Mario's recruiting and the way the offense has been going, Shannon Dawson is set at Miami. Like, I don't think Miami is going to have a bad offense with him there. Like, some years are going to be better than others, obviously, but I don't think he's going to have a bad one.
Yeah.
So I think he can just sit there and wait on whatever job it is he wants to come calling.
Hold on now. Sharon Moore to Florida State?
That would fit. That's a fit.
That's a fit. Better, shit. You better hire an all-male staff.
That's a fit.
Oh, you mean they can't get that strength conditioning coach from Colorado?
You better get some gay dudes to be answering the phones there. You can't have no women walking around that facility.
Jesus.
Georgia Tech's gonna beat the will to live out of Colorado.
What about Mel Tucker? Yeah.
Have y'all seen the line on Georgia Tech and Colorado? It's
7.
It's a trap. Well, I can get it for 6.5.
Listen, I don't necessarily hate it because I'm not sure what Georgia Tech's going to be this year.
I'm not either, but I know they're
All
gonna beat
right.
Colorado.
So we don't know what Georgia Tech's going to be this year, but we do know what Colorado is going to be, don't we? Have you seen their team? It looks like a peewee league.
yeah. Justice Haynes legit might run for 300 yards against Colorado.
Yeah, that's no bullshit. Their defensive line looks like the local high school here. I mean, Colorado's going to be fucked. They'll be lucky to win 3 games. I mean, they are that bad.
I mean, we said that a couple years ago and they won 10.
They won 9, and they beat no teams with a winning record.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to lay 100 on Georgia Tech. If it's under 7 points, I'm doing it.
Hell yeah. I'm doing it too.
Fade Dion. That's the strategy this year.
Rec Talk says that Georgia Tech doesn't even need to play Haynes to win that game. That's how bad Colorado is. God damn.
Honestly, they probably don't.
It'll be like an NFL preseason game. He won't play past the 3rd series.
He'll run 2 80-yard touchdowns, and then
Yeah, I was about to say he'll probably have like 150 yards in the first half, and they'll just sit him out.
Pete, I'm seriously thinking about I need you to place a bet for me, and I'm thinking about a several $100 bet on this Colorado game.
All right, we'll talk about it off.
This guy doesn't even gamble.
Hey, we'll talk about it off of air because of what happened on the other channel. I can't promote that. So.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hogs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Which are really cool.
93.
Uh-oh, Pete kicked himself out.
It happens.
That was the same time that Dion was cool.
Y'all can still hear me on YouTube. It's storming so bad here that literally the lightning kicked me off StreamYard. They can't hear me right now, but y'all can.
Was a female offensive line coach.
I mean, people have poked fun at, and I don't understand why, because he's been effective everywhere. But people poke fun at Mario for having Alex Maribal as his offensive line coach, and Alex Maribel's 5'5" and a buck 05.
Well, Mario's coaching that O-line.
He is, but Alex Maribal knows what he's doing.
Lightning literally kicked me off of the show. That's how bad it's storming here. As soon as the lightning hit, it just my headphones went fuzzy and I got kicked out.
Jeez.
Your season is over. Wall says, Pete, who do you think will be a quarterback at Clemson? Well, it's going to be Vizina. They've already said that. So, also, what happened to Denson? Well, Denson is this tells you the disconnect between fans and coaches. Everyone wanted Denson to be the starter, right? He's better than Vizina. He's better than this guy. He's better than that guy. He looked really good at the spring game. You know, he was fourth on the depth chart, and Dabo moved him to wide receiver. So there's your your fourth string quarterback. Denson is now a wide receiver. So the fans know everything, don't they, Slim?
I swear they do.
Yeah.
Listen, I've tuned in a couple of times to some Miami Spaces on Twitter, and that was an experience.
I mean, the Clemson fans after the spring game were talking about Denson was going to win the Heisman and 18 national titles.
What?
And then the depth chart came out after spring practice, and Dabo had him fourth, and everyone's like, "What?" And then like 2 weeks ago,
TigerNet crashed.
Yeah, TigerNet melted down. And then 2 weeks ago, they're like, well, your quarterback update. It's like, yeah, we're moving Chris Denton to wide receiver.
Pete, how many games does Clemson win?
I have them at 9-3. That's my.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Something else I cannot wrap my mind around. Like, where is this optimism for Clemson coming from? Like, I get you still have Dabo, but Clemson was the favorite to win the ACC last year.
All right, what's that have to do with what does that have to do with anything?
They lost all the experience on that team.
Yeah, the experience that was not good. Thank you.
So the inexperience is going to be good.
It's better than players that have been there that don't do shit. First of all, we got rid of a giant fucking liability at quarterback. Kay Klubnik was not good. Also, we got we got rid of a coordinator who might be the worst in the past 15 years as offensive coordinator. He was even worse than Brandon Streeter. Brandon Streeter won 10 games with DJ Ukulele. Do you know how hard that is?
Hard. Yeah. He made the playoffs with you.
Yeah, he made the playoffs with the Ukulele, and they fired him. Garrett Riley was he's not good. I mean,
no wait, that was Kelly Bryant. Never mind.
Were you talking about Kelly? What about Kelly Bryant?
Yeah, Kelly Bryant. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ukulele did.
But Clemson won 10 games with the ukulele. That mean, That's a miracle. Anybody that can win 10 games with the ukulele they're not a bad coach.
Going back earlier, that's Hall of Fame worthy.
No, stop. So we got a real coordinator now, and I don't know here's the thing about the quarterback situation.
You might have a real coordinator, but we heard this when Garrett Riley come in. He's oh my God.
No.
He's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
No.
Yes.
When he got hired, they're like, all right, because he's a product of Mike Leach, so he's an air raid guy. And so they asked him about that. They're like, what kind of system are you going to run, an air raid here at Clemson? He's like, we're going to run the dirt raid. They ran the ball 85% of the time. I mean, they threw the ball 85% of the time. They did not run the football with Garrett Riley.
When he got hired from TCU, all I heard was, look at how great that offense was. That's what Clemson's fixing to have.
Well,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And also, when you add on top of that, you have a bad system, offensive system to begin with, and then you throw in Cade Klubnik in there, who doesn't even listen to the plays. He just does whatever he wants. He's out there playing backyard football, just like the coach is like, all right, slant left, on 2, and he just like, I'm just going to keep it and run it and get stuffed 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the defense doesn't know what you're going to do because you don't know what you're going to do.
I mean, it got a point.
That was the thing last year with Clemson was the defense wasn't good.
Well, the defense hasn't been good since Venables left. It took a nose.
Well, I mean, they got rid of Wesco. So.
You mean Wesco is the wide receiver? You talking about Wes Goodwin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wes Goodwin. Sorry, I get those two confused. The West and Wesco. Yeah, I get those two.
Yeah, he was bad too.
All the time.
Holy shit, Wes Goodwin. What's he doing these days? He's just working at Costco now?
Probably.
I don't even know what he's doing.
Probably.
By the way, Pete, have you heard about Deion? Maybe y'all talked about it, I don't know, but Deion being subpoenaed to testify?
No.
What?
He won't, but there is a possibility he could miss the Tech game because the trial runs through September the 4th. So
what trial?
No, his son Shiloh, when they were in high school, Deion wanted to get his phone because he didn't want Shiloh to be able to talk to his mother. So he goes to one of his cronies and he goes, hey, my brother in Christ, go get this phone for my son. I'm not lying. This is what it says in the court documents. And so this guy goes to get Shiloh's phone and Shiloh beats the man into incontinence. So
Jesus.
He sued Shiloh, and Shiloh was like, fuck this, I'm not doing anything. He didn't pay his own lawyers. His lawyers are now suing Shiloh for about $170,000. And he filed bankruptcy while living this lavish lifestyle. His Mercedes got repoed. So now there's a bankruptcy proceeding in Texas.
What in the hell?
When Deion's like, hey, actually, we're practicing 20 miles over here. I'm not saying 100%, but it seems like he was avoiding being served this subpoena.
What the fuck, dude?
Well, yeah. I heard that was the whole reason that he isn't allowing any cameras or anything in practice is because he doesn't want there any video of him getting served a subpoena.
Again, I don't know for sure, but that would make sense.
Oh my God.
So I've been trolling on Twitter, like this one guy said, when we go 4-0, the world's gonna have to take us serious or something. And I was like, well, is Deion even gonna make it to Atlanta, or is he gonna have to be in court?
I gotta tell you, is there a bigger dumpster fire in the entire country than Colorado? I mean, they've
State. Yes. Florida
North
State.
Carolina.
No, North Carolina, they're right up there, yeah.
Florida State's right up there too.
Florida State, Florida State. Mike Norvell's not getting served papers at practice, so.
No, but at least Colorado now, if they wanted to, has the money to fire Deion.
Well,
but look, this is how dumb they are. So I asked this guy, was he going to be in court or at the Georgia Tech game? And I'm not lying. He typed out, probably both, pussy. I'm like, what? He's omniscient. He could be in court in Texas and coach the game in Auburn.
He's going to matter if Deion's there. They'll probably get better if Deion isn't there.
He's going to have a stunt double at one of them. You just don't know which one is going to be.
Boy, the Colorado fans are down so bad they actually think Deion's a time traveler now.
Well, that guy's right, though, because if he's not there, they have a better shot of beating Georgia Tech if Deion's not on the sideline. I'm not lying. That ain't even trolling.
Well, hold on. Who's gonna coach the team then?
Brandon Marion. I have way more faith in him than Deion.
Whoever would end up coaching them would have more coaching experience than Deion. That's also a fact.
What about what's his name? Who's the linebacker coach? From the Buccaneers?
Rabbit?
No, from the
O.J. Simpson?
No, not O.J. Simpson. He's dead. What's his name?
Still probably, I don't know.
The NFL player. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Ray Lewis.
No, not Ray Lewis.
Patrick Willis.
No.
Ed Reed.
No.
Ed Reed?
No, he's only got one former Miami player. He's got Warren Sapp as like an assistant.
Warren Sapp. That's what I'm talking about.
Antonio Brown.
He's not a
he's
linebacker.
Well,
he was a defensive
he's an assistant D-line coach.
Oh, I thought he was a linebacker coach.
I don't think he's there anymore. They got rid of all those ex-NFL
Hold on.
players.
They fired Warren Sapp?
I think they wiped their whole staff. That's the hilarious thing is they're like, well, you know, Georgia Tech lost everything and all their staff. I'm like, so did you. What are you talking about? You have a new OC, a new DC, basically a new position coach at every position, and then you retain the shit turd that is Deion Sanders. I don't know.
I'm not even lying. Have you seen like videos of their team like practicing Colorado? They look like a high school football team.
Yeah.
Size-wise.
When I'm as big as your defensive lineman, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of an insult to high school football teams. Because the high school I played for, the average defensive lineman is at least 25 pounds bigger.
There's probably a high school team in Georgia that could beat them.
Dude, I went back to my old high school. They opened up with their rivalry game, and I had to leave at half. And it wasn't because they were like getting their ass beat. I'm like, unless you're watching Buford or something, this is pretty shitty football, and I can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's wide receivers that play for Clemson that are bigger than any defensive lineman that Colorado has.
Dude, my 6-year-old daughter's bigger than their running back.
I think they have a DB that's like 5'8", 140 pounds as a starter.
Yeah.
Well, and Pete, I saw you going back and forth on Twitter about, because they think it's a conspiracy that Shador isn't named the starter.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, they don't want like a confident black guy to be a quarterback. And it's like, they're starting Deshaun Watson, though. What are you talking about?
They're starting a rapist.
Yeah, he's a guy who has a storied like history.
You don't get any more confident than Deshaun Watson running around bragging about how many fingers he's had stuck up his ass.
But you got it. The Browns fans, they are in a real bad way. I mean, they're talking about boycotting, selling their season tickets, all because Todd Monken, the head coach, named Deshaun Watson the starter over Shador Sanders. It's like, you hire a coach to make decisions on who you think the best, and they're like, well, in the preseason games, Shador looked bad. Preseason games are scrimmages.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
is there actually a human being alive that thinks that Shador Sanders is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, a lot of them. And they all live in Cleveland.
Well, that explains a lot right there. Fucking Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, and he might end up being a better NFL quarterback.
No,
these
he's
guys don't understand.
Stop.
You gotta let people develop. Though.
Stop.
Like they just want
Deshaun Watson led the league in passing before at the end of the season. Do you think Shador Sanders is ever going to lead the league in anything other than losses?
No, because they're going to want him to play.
Interceptions, maybe.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Listen, nobody has taken that title from Jameis Winston. How dare you?
I love
I'm not saying he's at all would ever be a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. The point is, you got to trust the coaches to make decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not all a conspiracy. Is it possible that right now Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback?
Well, that's what the coaches are saying. They're like, listen, based on practice and everything else, we think he gives us the better chance to score. Sorry. Look, here's how bad Shedeur Sanders is to lose the job to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson hadn't played football in 2 years. He's got 2 torn up knees and tore both of his Achilles. And he's still starting over Shedeur. So that tells you all you need to know. And he got fingers stuck up his butt. On top of that. So this guy's a walking.
Is that the worst thing ever?
I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it is something. It is something.
If it's
you really want to set off these Shedeur stands, because that's what they are. They're an extension of the Deion stand.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they are.
Joe Flacco will forever be a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders.
Also, the Browns fans are mad. Here's the other thing that I find hilarious. The Browns fans are mad at Deshaun Watson because of the contract that the Browns gave him, as if it's his fault that the Browns fucked up and gave him $250 million. Guaranteed. That's not Deshaun's problem. You should be mad at the Browns, not Deshaun, for that. I mean...
And listen, there's plenty to be mad at as far as the Browns as an organization go.
They traded Myles Garrett for like nothing.
Are they the worst organization in the history of sports?
No.
Yes, they are.
The Falcons.
Yes.
No, the Browns are worse.
The Browns are worse.
Like, literally, the only reason Tampa has a worse record as a franchise because they've been around for 40 years longer.
Who was the owner that just got arrested?
The Raiders and the Jets.
Who was the owner that just got arrested?
Really good.
People forget the Browns as we know them today are an expansion team. The original Browns moved from Cleveland to Baltimore.
The Raiders were really good at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the fucking 70s.
So were the Jets. I mean,
Yeah. Thank you, Chops. Yeah, y'all see the 49ers owner got arrested in Ohio for paying a hooker $140 for sex in a trailer park?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Bro,
Dude.
what?
Yeah, you haven't read about this?
I actually did see something about it, but I kind of felt like that can't be true.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it's damn true.
Yeah, he got arrested in some fucking corner of dirt hole, Ohio, in a trailer park for paying a hooker $140. Do you know how ugly you have to be to charge only $140 for sex?
We could charge more than that, probably.
And does he think that fucking Bentley he's rolling around in isn't going to stand out in a trailer park in Ohio?
He's a billionaire, and he's fucking some cracked out whore in a trailer park.
Is he married?
Probably. I don't know.
probably. Yeah.
Can you imagine being a girl and you get cheated
listen.
on by a swamp donkey?
Listen,
Jed
I
York,
would
that's his name.
absolutely. Well, look, he's not the first one though. I mean, you put Monica Lewinsky in a trailer park. She ain't charging no more than $120.
Yes, she is.
Anything looks better than Hillary.
It's about location. I mean,
Listen, I'll take $140 swamp donkey over Hillary Clinton.
it could be like be like Robert Kraft, but at least he was getting it at a spa in Florida.
This is funny too because
Trailer park in
It was
Ohio.
a fucking strip mall in Florida.
Yeah.
listen to this: East Palestine, Ohio. What was he even doing
I
there?
know where that is. I've been through there. I know where that is.
What is he even doing there?
Is that where they're eating the dogs?
A report from authorities states that 49ers owner Jed York, is what they call him, messaged someone he believed to be a prostitute but was actually a member of the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force numerous times before his arrest.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
He was arrested on Sunday and quickly closed out the case on Monday after a plea agreement. So he paid his way out of it, basically.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. How he got caught? There was like a sting.
It was a it was a task force.
You would like to pay my ugly ass $140 for oral sex? Yes, I would. All right, put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, but what I read somewhere else was that he like was trying to make plans where to meet her, and she was like, "Yeah, I live in a trailer park." He's like, "All right, I'll come there." He didn't care where it was at.
Meet me behind the 40 washing machine.
I mean, he couldn't even be like, I'm a billionaire. Like, I can get us a nice hotel room.
Yeah, meet me on my yacht.
He got catfished.
He's like, well, I'll just come straight to your trailer. Fuck a hotel room. God damn.
Dude, he might be hornier than Touchdown Tim. I mean, that's a whole other level.
That's not possible.
Well, Touchdown Tim actually has standards. He will say a bitch is ugly. If he thinks that. He went on a spree.
That dude's wife must have no clue that he has a Twitter.
Dude, he burnt out Grok. He went on a spree for like a month he would put images of women and be like, make her 9 months pregnant and put her in a bikini. He did it like 100 times, dude.
Nothing like putting your fetishes out there on the middle of the internet.
Oh, he has no shame. None.
He is Miami fan as Miami fan gets.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Miami fan.
I mean, he just proves my point that there's fucking 7 Miami fans on the internet with any sense.
Dude, he'll post
the sad
like
part is I'm one of them.
He'll post like, my wife just went to bed. I'm about to turn on reruns of The View and crank it.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what?
Joey Behard's about to get it.
Yeah. God, that's terrible.
Dude, so he did a list of like girls of opposing fan bases that he'd like to bang. And this girl named Jen Knowles is a Florida State girl that's one of them. And then she ended up calling into my show one day. And I was like, oh, like I'm just fucking around. I'm like, oh, did he send you like dick pics and stuff? And then she got quiet. And it was uncomfortable. And like then I had to like pivot. I was like, oh shit, I didn't think he actually did.
Yeah, I think I was on your show with you, and that I got uncomfortable during that conversation.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Somehow now I seem like a crazy person. Fuck. I got enough women mad at me at the moment.
Oh, what? You didn't let your girlfriend stick her finger up your butt again?
She is adamant about that. I'll tell you what, dude, they love that shit. They love watching murder mysteries and their finger in your butt. That's what they love.
I don't know what kind of women you're dating.
I figured you would like her finger in your butt. But.
Hey, a gentleman never tells. Okay.
Yeah.
Except at least my wife doesn't watch the murder mysteries.
She's not into that?
No, surprisingly.
I mean, I do give her like reason to think I'm a serial killer, to be honest, because I'll say stuff like, if I made you kill me, how would you do it?
No, I love when my wife watches those because it makes me look great. Like all these psycho guys that like kill their girlfriends and wives and shit. Like I come out looking like a peach.
Yeah,
you're not a psycho.
Yeah, I'm with Pete on that.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there watching it with her. I'm like, see, you could end up with this guy. Instead, you got me.
Yeah,
you
set
won.
The bar as low as possible.
Yeah,
you could have done worse. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I've done that my whole life. You keep expectations low. That way, when you do exceed them on a halfway decent day, you look like $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. That's how. See, this is the key. People ask me the key to staying together and married for a long time. Slim just said it. Expectations low. Low expectations and overperform. There you go. Yeah.
Well, I'm good for low expectation.
Yeah.
Shit, you and me both.
My expectations are so low, there are no expectations.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Say expectations. What is that?
You can't even get. There's not one expectation. There's not even one.
Do you gaslight your spouse at all?
As much as I possibly can, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good tool. That's a good tool. Why are you acting this way? You're being crazy. Listen to you. Listen to yourself.
Oh, you know the best one is? You're acting like your mother. Say that one.
Oh, I've got one even better. You know, my ex would never do that.
Oh, damn.
Bring that up, yeah.
Boy. If I said that,
with her right now.
if I said that, I'd be on one of those murder documentaries, except I'd be the one that was murdered. So I'm not saying that.
And it was the last thing he ever said.
Yeah. Rec, while I have you on here, I got to go in a minute, but while I have you on here, I can't tell you how many comments. Just go back and look at my last few videos or community posts. Everybody's asking me about the ACC show. So
I'm going to crank that up next Tuesday. I know it'll be after week 0. Honestly, I haven't even thought about it, and that is my fault.
Okay, so here's the deal. I talked to Rec Talk and let him know, because of my kids' schedules with football and karate and work and everything, the ACC show at 7 o'clock on Tuesday just doesn't work for me anymore. It's just, things have changed. So I told him, I said, look, if you want to do the show with Sea-Dog or whoever, by yourself, or with Sea-Dog, whoever, feel free to do it. Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you just want to continue the ACC show on your channel. And so the ball is in his court. Whether or not he wants to do that or he can do that, I don't know. But people keep asking me about it, and I don't really know what to tell them.
Okay,
See, watch. Now the trolls are going to come out of the woodworks.
I will tell the listeners right now, when is Tuesday? That's the 1st of September.
Yeah.
We will crank up the ACC show, and if Pete's available, he will be on. Probably not much, but we'll get Sea-Dog on there. We can get Slim back on there. You know, it'll be a good time.
Yeah. So
I'm off on Tuesday.
You can be on there.
See, there you go.
Who's your team?
I'm true Seminole Rec.
Oh, sorry. I don't.
Yep.
I ate paint chips when I was a child, so
if Rec Talk does the show every week on,
that's why I've had all the Florida State digs.
If Rec Talk does the show every week on his channel, I can't. Here's the reason that I'm not doing a show on my channel is because I can't commit to every week because of my schedule, and so I don't want to be flaky and just like do the show every once in a while. I want it to be on every week. So if I'm available at a certain time when he does a show, I'll come on. But I probably won't be there every week. So there it is. But everybody, if you're this listening, if you're not subscribed to Rec Talk, go subscribe to Rec Talk, his YouTube channel, and you can see the ACC show there. And also, he does a lot of other, videos and live streams during the football season. So
there you go. I even streamed baseball a while back.
What was that? The Georgia Tech versus was it the ACC?
Oklahoma. It was in the playoffs, but this is why. This is the most painful fan base because I don't care about baseball. Obviously, the minute I start caring about it, we get knocked out.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, Jesus Christ. And there was like 100 and some people that watched that misery of baseball.
I think I was somewhere with Lou. We might have been in Cherokee or something. I was somewhere with Lou, and we were like in the casino, and I pulled out my phone. I was like, "Look at this." He's like, "Well," I said, "Rec Talk streaming baseball." He goes, "Oh, god damn."
Yeah, he's down bad.
He's down bad.
Yeah.
That's still not as down bad.
I can get, man. Like, I talk about
it's still not as down bad.
And I can't talk about any details, but I am going through some litigation. So if you want to fucking help Rec out, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Yeah. I hear you.
Litigation, was that about the fire at your?
As your legal professional advisor, I would refrain from answering any more questions on this subject. Thank you.
It is about the apartment fire, yes.
Yeah.
They're trying to pin it on me.
Yeah.
Was that the same apartment you and Sea-Dog hugged each other with your shirts off?
which is not an admission or anything else.
Rec Talk, he tried to say I burned it down because I was there a week before or something.
Yeah,
he's like, must have been
you
Pete.
might have MacGyvered something.
Yeah. So
It wasn't even a week before. It was a few months, I think. But it's still you still knew where to go.
I did. True Seminole, I muted you because I was getting some kind of weird feedback from you. So that's why I did that.
Was that a same apartment that Rec and Sea Dog hugged each other with their shirts off?
Yeah.
Well, there's not just one place that's happened. That is one of the places that's happened, yes.
Well, I just pulled up to my daughter's school, and I'm assuming this is for the death of Dolly Parton, but all the flags are at half-mast.
That would make sense. You do live in Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dolly.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dolly.
She was a bad bitch, dude. She
Yeah.
worked out all her own deals and shit. She didn't fuck around.
How old was she? Like 80?
80.
She
I
didn't.
think she was 80.
She didn't look it. I mean, now I know a lot of that was plastic surgery. That's pretty obvious, but
Yeah, most of her body was less than 18 years old.
yeah. Yeah.
I would still hit it.
Celebrities die in threes usually, so I'm just hoping that the next one isn't Willie Nelson because he's like 92. Huh?
Are you junior
Tim
soprano?
Curry.
Oh yeah. Who was it that died today? Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? Damn, Tim Curry was the shit.
He was also 80, so the exact same age as Dolly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. That was the first I had heard that she had been fighting cancer.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
She must have
Sounds
just.
like that actor. What was it? Chadwick Boseman. Like he kept that shit pretty.
Oh,
private, too.
the Black Panther guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't tell anybody either. What do you have, like colon cancer or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald did the same thing.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald did the same
Yeah.
thing. Yep. I mean, that's kind of the way to do it. Like, I don't know, just go out with a bang and don't bum everybody out. You know?
No, that's what I would do unless I was trying to get pussy. You know, like, look, I'm probably gonna die soon.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, actually, Vic, don't bother coming back because I got to go too. So I don't want you to come back to nothing. So.
Right.
All right. A 3-hour show today,
guys.
though. All right. See you later, Rick. Also, see you later. Thanks for coming on, Slim. Have a good day off.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, 3-hour show today to return to the Pigskin Pete channel with the Midday show. So, for those of you who don't know how this works, during the football season, every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. I started at 10 o'clock today because I could, but most days it's probably going to be at 11 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, tonight though, the call-in show returns 7:30 p.m. So tune in for that and have a great rest of your Wednesday.